You can all welcome to this week, the week in which beheadings, crucifixions, amputations, slavery, mass murder, medieval squalor, a death cult barbarity that would shame the Middle Ages. To prove the future belongs to them. Jihadist scumbags. Whatever atrocities you're currently capable of committing, you will lose.
This is Sadiq, radical Islamic fanatic, plotting acid attacks for the Prophet Muhammad. He's got the schematics for bombs strapped to his jacket, whacking heads with a mallet, people flocking in panic, haranguing harassing lasses with sprockets and spanners, decapitating the handicap, grab their handbag and snatch it, stuck his dick in the feral cat, necrophiliac. He got graphic at the morgue with rotting corpses in caskets. I followed him from Rotherham in oncoming traffic. The coppers didn't bother him there and on the racket. I'm onto him, there's bombs on him, a knife and some gadgets. An automatic rifle, I jump out and I grab it. It felt delightful when my knife cut right through his spinal cord and vital organs in an eye full of trifle. He's blind and stifled, fighting for survival, no revival. He died on the paramedics' arrival.
It is hard to describe the appalling nature of the abuse the child victims suffered. They were raped by multiple perpetrators. They were abducted, beaten and intimidated. There were examples of children being doused with petrol and set alight. Girls as young as 11 were raped by large numbers of male perpetrators.
This is Ali Rahman from Saudi Arabia, and he misread the Quran and raped an elderly man, restrained Caucasian ladies in the back of a van, castrate Croatian babies with hatchet in hand. You can hear all the chain clank from slaves in his basement. He makes his way with razor blades to ladies with taped hands. They have no escape plan, dehydration, starvation, scraping abrasions on the faces of Asians. Gets a standing ovation from the rest of the raid gang. They are sick in their head, man, run around causing bedlam. Daniel the Spaniel's had enough and he's going to behead him. Stick his head in a bread bin where his brethren beheading. Head them off at the heading before they blow up the wedding. I can hear their footsteps, I guess I'll hide in this hedging. Swing back the machete and get ready for shredding. They are begging for mercy. Allah send me your blessings.
We inherit this incredible gift called freedom, called the rule of law. And everybody who shouts down everyone who talks even a little bit about incompatible cultures that do not share Western values, just scream that they're a racist, xenophobic, Nazi, Hitler, Islamophobe, whatever. Anyone who questions the wisdom of this, just shout them down.
This is Daniel the Spaniel, a little rascal from Ashfield. He don't tell us to gamble into a barrel of apples. Jihadis, for example, don't go after the assholes. They ride around on camels, putting Iraqis in shackles. Daniel mashes up ankles with mangles and anvils, throws bankers in the canal with no boat and no paddles. Grabbing Adam's apples, he throttles and strangles, tramples on vandals, taking samples with scalpels, in slippers and underwear, not blankets and sandals. If you're gonna pull the tassel, 2C4 in your satchel, go to Bilderberg, they're the ones causing the hassle, who dismantled and turned the Middle East to a landfill. Over there is Tony Blair in holy prayer in the chapel, doing a ceremony with his cronies at the tabernacle. He took Bush and his army over there for the battle, only fair to throw him down the stairs at the plasterboard panel.
In 1,000 years' time, that glorious city of lights will still be shining bright, as will every other city like it, while you will be as dust, along with a rag bag of fascists, Nazis and Stalins who previously dared to challenge democracy and failed. Beheadings, crucifixions, amputations, slavery, mass murder, medieval squalor, with a death cult barbarity that would shame the Middle Ages. To prove the future belongs to them. Jihadist scumbags. Whatever atrocities you're currently capable of committing, you will lose.
This is Sadiq, radical Islamic fanatic, plotting acid attacks for the Prophet Muhammad. He's got the schematics for bombs strapped to his jacket, whacking heads with a mallet, people flocking in panic, haranguing harassing masses with sprockets and spanners, decapitating the handicap, grab their handbag and snatch it, stuck his dick in the feral cat, necrophiliac. He got graphic at the morgue with rotting corpses in caskets. I followed him from Rotherham in oncoming traffic. quick. The coppers didn't bother and there and on the racket. I'm onto him, there's bombs on him, a knife and some gadgets. An automatic rifle, I jump out and I grab it. It felt delightful when my knife cut right through his spinal cord and vital organs in an eye full of trifle. He's blind and stifled, fighting for survival, no revival. He died on the paramedic's arrival.
It is hard to describe the appalling nature of the abuse the child victims suffered. They were raped by multiple perpetrators. They were abducted, beaten and intimidated. There were examples of children being doused with petrol and set alight. Girls as young as 11 were raped by large numbers of male perpetrators.
This is Ali Rahman from Saudi Arabia, and he misread the Quran and raped an elderly man.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello, can anyone hear me? I need to know if the sound's alright so we can open the phone lines. Right, cool. Right, Gary or Nathan, do you want to put the number out please, mate? Anyone? Anyone can ring in. Pirates, dragons, sat on the fence, whatever. It'd be nice if some people of the victims of what's gone on come forward tonight and have their say, because at the moment it just looks like I'm the only one who's kicking off about it or whatever. Andy's painted it into a different look or whatever, and we'll get round to that or whatever. But if anyone wants to phone in, that's fine. I'm happy to do so. I'll just find this. I don't know if anyone's been watching the post or whatever, but Andy Devine, as he likes to be called, is now saying that his name's Andy Devine, even though his postman seems to think it's Andrew O'Neill. I think there's an easy way to prove this either way. If he's willing to throw his idea on camera tonight, then I'm willing to throw my idea on camera tonight. He's happy to say he's transparent. He puts his face to it. He puts his name to it. This, that and the third. He's transparent. It shouldn't be an issue. If he'll go, then I'll go. If he wants to put his idea up, I'll put my idea up. Gary or Nathan, if you want to put the phone number up, anyone can ring in.
I was saying, because they were saying about them being hanged and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yes, but Adriu, Adriu.
No.
Bravo.
There's the poly, man.
More notifications.
No. Well, I don't know what it is. Actually, we're going to find out.
That's what a lot of people don't know as well, that you've only ever got a notice in the post from your utility company.
Sorry, people. Sounds a bit shit. I've sorted it now.
Yes, Billy.
Adriu.
No.
Bravo.
There's the poly, man.
You tell me what his name is. Sounded like Andrew O'Neill to me, and he took the mail.
Notifications.
No. Well, I don't know what it is. Actually, we're going to find out.
That's what a lot of people don't know as well, that you've only ever got a notice in the post from your utility company. Only sends you a notice. So a notice is not a bill. It can only be a valid bill unless it's signed in blue ink.
Well, there's two bills there, but I don't know. They're not mine. Oh, yes, baby. Excellent.
Now you got
I have my little stamp now, yeah? I can now put my flag on my vessel. There's one for Jason as well. One for my boy.
Yeah.
The hell? That's going to be an interesting one. Only.
Yeah, so
So they sent me one with the wrong name. And they sent two with the wrong name. Sent two with two letters aren't even mine.
yeah.
Two letters aren't even mine.
The utility bills.
No, I got a letter and another bill. I don't know what this other bill is like, but they're not mine.
What you do is you write on the electric bill, return to sender, send me a valid bill.
Because they were saying about them being hanged and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Billy.
Adriu.
No. Bravo. There's the poly.
Right, I don't know about anyone else, but that sounded like Andrew O'Neill to me. I'm happy to put my ID up. People know who I am anyway. People know where I live. I don't give a shit. You say, I'm not asking anybody for support, money, likes, shares. I'm not asking for anyone for anything. So for me to have a blag name or not have a blag name is neither here nor there. People know who I am anyway. If he's got a blag name and he's asking for money and he's asking for support and he's pushing a scam through, then having a blag name would be an advantage. I'm sure you could all agree. I'm not asked. I'll put my ID up. No issues. Will he do? If he goes first, I'll go. Keep telling him, you go, then I'll go. You go, then I'll go. I'm not asked. I've got nothing to hide. It took him from before Christmas till last week to explain his flag, to the point where all he's explained is that the Dragons was right. Where, you know what I mean? He's got all these things that he's going to explain, but he's not explaining anything. But he expects you to just follow it and blindly follow it or whatever. All these scams are previous scams. You can all look at them. They're all on the Den account from before Christmas. Scams upon scams that they've been involved in, arrested for, when it all goes horribly wrong. At the end of the day, all the facts are there. Lee Gant, or whatever his name is, the fraud manager, been done for sending indecent images of children. Lee Gant, the racist manager who compares black people to gorillas. These are the people that are being pushed and supported. Sorry, but I don't want anything to do with that, and I don't think anyone else should do. If you do, then I don't want anything to do with you. Because at the end of the day, that shit like that is going to bring us all down. Do we think the left are not looking at this and don't know this? The left have probably stopped watching TV and just watch what's going on because it's fucking comedy gold watching these idiots. The way these are going on, you can have no. Their plan is to remove the monarchy and all this, which removes 2 signatures, which removes our constitution, the only thing we've all got. Not a single one of these idiots have thought it through. Colin Munro talking shit on messages like I can't see you. I've got people watching everything. I've got screenshots. I can send you 40 screenshots of you talking shit now. I've posted one of them where you're slandering me. The phone lines will be open. The phone lines are open. Any of yous can ring. Eddie can ring. Andy can ring. I'm not silencing none of yous. Come on and prove me wrong. It's all good and well saying whatever. Come on and prove me wrong. I'm playing the game by the rules that Andy set. I want to see the facts. Well, the facts have been on the table since before Christmas, and you've not come forward, have you, Andy? You asked me to come forward. I don't even do live feeds and all this. If I do a live feed, it's sort of demo or something. When's the last demo you went to, Andy? You don't even live in this country. You think you're smart, but we've got your address. So I won't think you're that smart. Does anyone want to ring in? Anyone want to have their say? Andy decline. John don't want to know her. Any of them can ring in. It's not a problem. I'm not going to run off to Facebook. I've reported Andy's, all of his accounts. I've not reported John's. He's got 101. I wouldn't know where to start, to be fair. 100 and odd accounts. That's not a sign of a scammer, is it? Who lives in Thailand? Can't even go back to his own country. You tell me, is it Andy Decline, Andy Divine, Andrew O'Neill? As far as I'm concerned, it's Andrew O'Neill. Unless he wants me to prove it otherwise, crack on. Prove it otherwise and I'll throw mine up. You go, I'll go. Joe, it's madness, mate. It's madness. They're selling shares in, I don't know if you remember it, there was wind turbines and tidal turbines. None of them really worked that much anyway. But the tidal turbines was an outright failure at the time or whatever. This idiot's trying to sell shares for £25 to double your money on the energy that you're gonna feed the fucking planet on, and we won't need no nothing, and it'll be a green planet. It didn't work then, and it's not going to work now. You're selling a fake. You're selling it anything you want. These idiots will promise anything. They'll promise fucking blind people sight, disabled people the power to walk, anything, but just sign up for these shares so you're all accountable. This is the thing. They're getting people to sign up. Colin Munro is an idiot. He signed up as a trustee. When it all comes tumbling down, which it will, in March, when it all comes tumbling down, his name's on there. He'll end up doing his rip. He'll be sat in jail, wondering why he didn't listen to the Dragons. What an idiot. What would the Dragons get out of this? What would the Dragons get out? If they was what they said they was, common law and all that, we support other groups that are common law. We don't slag them and slate them and try and divide all the groups and all that. We support anything that is common law. Do you know what I mean? That's what we need to be doing. These are not common law. They're not even martial. The martial law, the maritime law, they say the common law, the fucking, you name it, they've got it. They're even spirit law. These people are demented. They're coming out with anything and everything. It's a cherry-picked version of anything and everything. You want it, they'll give it you. just on the premise that you're going to buy these shares, you're going to do whatever. You're all accountable. Anyone who signs up to this shit, shares any of this shit, you're all accountable. Andy Devine, oh, that guy makes me piss. If anybody looks on the Den Tarragon account, look before Christmas, you'll see exactly what I chased Andy for. Kept asking him the same thing repeatedly. Can you tell me about your flag? Because we knew different. We know what his flag's about. So we wanted him to hang him with his own words and tell us what his flag's about. So we could shoot him down and go, well, actually, it's not. But he wouldn't. He wouldn't even face a few simple, basic questions. If I'm asking you for money, likes, shares, any of these things, then at the end of the day, if you're going to ask me some questions, I should have the basic thing to be able to answer you some questions. If I can't, then why would you put any trust or money or anything into me? Why would you do that? You'd be stupid to do that, surely. But people are doing it for John. Oh, no one can understand him. Andy just says, oh, well, if you can't understand it, then you can't see it. And if you ask more than 2 or 3 questions, it's a thing of, oh, well, you must be MI5, you must be MI6, you must be GCHQ. There's only 2 choices. You're either confused or you paid opposition. What about the third option, Andy? The option that you're wrong and you can't even prove. If you was right, you would have faced us a long time ago. You would have faced us a long time ago. All I wanted to know was a few simple questions, and you can't answer them simple questions. It's took you 10 weeks, 12 weeks, however long, to answer the simple question about your flag. You ask any dragon on comments now. Ask any dragon about the flag. They'll tell you straight away. None of your fucking bunch of pirates can they? Why? Because you can't teach them because you don't know. And John just rambles on until you all get bored and just say, yeah, John, okay, John. Are you serious? You're trying to take all us lot down the garden path? Everybody seen what you was doing with Tracer. Everybody seen what you was doing. You was grooming her. You had Eddie grooming her. You had all of them at it. You people are sick individuals. I'm shocked. Every single day I'm shocked that he's still there chatting crap. Have none of you's got any morals? None of you's got a single bit of moral bone in your body. Not one single fibre in your body that's got moral attached to it, no. Who targets Tracy, really? Wow. Hello?
Rick?
Who's that, mate?
Danny Jones, how you doing, alright?
How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, good man. Good to see you going live on These Idiots.
1 second, mate. Let me just try and make you a bit louder. That's it.
Let's get my microphone close to my mouth. That'll probably help a little bit.
It'll be my end, mate. Technology's not my thing. I'm just managing. Right, just try and speak.
Still there?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Can everyone hear the caller? Can't see. Can everyone hear both of us now? Can you speak, Danny? Danny? 1 second.
Can you hear me alright?
Yeah, that's better. Right, I think everyone can hear anyway. Yeah, go on, Danny. Anything you want to talk about, mate? I know Andy's had...
Yeah, I'm speaking, but I don't think you can hear me. I can't hear you anyway.
You can't hear me? Oh, 1 second.
That's good, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah.
Alright, let me just turn this thing off because it's making noise. Right, that should be better. Hopefully everyone can hear you now anyway.
That's cool, I don't care, I just want to speak to you anyway.
Right, alright.
So he's not come forward then? He's not come up to you then and made any inkling of coming live with your fuck all now? Nothing?
No, he won't do.
What?
This is the thing, I've told him lots and lots of times now. I've only got a few questions. You can't not know the questions because I've virtually put it up on the internet for him to see, and he's not got back to me. None of the other ones that are talking crap, none of them will get back to me. I'm playing it by their terms. He wanted the facts. He wanted to play no comment interview for the sake of it, until the facts were on the table, and that was maybe 2 weeks before Christmas. So,
well, you've got to assume guilt. Then you have to presume that he's guilty.
This is it. But at the end of the day, you've still got people following him, and you've still got people giving him money. And
I'll tell you what I find strange, Rick. Right, the people following him.
Yeah.
A lot of women in there have lost their children. You notice that?
Yeah.
I find that strange, like.
Yeah, it is very.
I mean, nothing against them. You know what I mean? They might be genuine people. I just find that the people that are following him seem to have beef with social services or.
Yep. This is it. It does seem to be a trend in that group, like odd people, to say the least. There's one I don't know if you know about CM. I won't say it or whatever.
CM.
Yeah,
I've heard about CM.
For her to be talking about children is quite ridiculous, realistically.
Yeah,
but,
what's gone on? Yeah, I totally agree.
But this is it. I mean, they all seem to have an opinion, but none of them have come back with facts or anything to rebut anything that I've put forward. He's trying to insinuate that I chased him because of the Holtstead stuff and all that. I didn't really know much about the Holtstead stuff until, I don't know, a couple of weeks back or whatever, and then he's brought this, because I've had loads of people send me stuff. People I don't even know send me stuff or whatever, and I've watched one of your videos, which I shared one of the videos, the one about the children. I shared that maybe,
coaching,
probably over a year ago. If anyone goes back on my timeline, you can see it. I screenshotted it. You can see the date. That's when I shared it. That was before I known it was classed as sending indecent images
you know what,
whatever.
Rick, mate, I did exactly the same thing, man. And that's why I got pulled over. I got the Hoaxstead.
Yeah.
I said, listen, lead up a word with you because that's against the law. Well, I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know, man.
I don't think anybody knew, to be fair. At that point in time, I don't think people was on the ball and realised things like that. So I think everybody shared it, or if they didn't, they heard about it anyway.
Well, it was such an astonishing story, isn't it? It's like, wow, fucking hell, Jesus Christ, man, that
Gives you
can't be happening,
nightmares.
can it?
Gives you nightmares. It's horrible.
Of course.
But
it's the ultimate in hoax.
Obviously, once I've seen your video, somebody sent, can't even remember who it was, but we don't even need names. Somebody sent me your video, and obviously I've watched that, and to me, it was a relief, really, because it was like someone deleted the first video.
Yeah, it was a relief when I found out it wasn't true as well. I was like, thank fuck for that.
To me,
you know what I mean?
It was clearly a hoax. At the end of the day, if you're coaching children, because I said the same thing, kids don't lie, they don't, or whatever, but when you're coaching them like that, and you can hear them and whatever being coached, then it's just common sense. You've got to.
Well, I had it best way explained to me when they say kids don't lie. I got told because I was into this a couple of years ago. When I got told kids do lie, I'm like, what do you mean? They don't lie, man. They don't be so stupid. They go, listen, ask them about Santa Claus. I said, you what? Ask about Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And I thought, fucking hell, yeah, of course they'll lie. They know all about Santa Claus. They'll tell you everything about him. Yeah. Where he lives, what he looks like, how many reindeer he's got, the lot, man.
Yeah.
And that's because they've been coached.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorely, but they've been coached.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow. And it's like they do lie. If you tell them a story, they'll repeat it. Of course they will.
Yeah. See, now, the thing I'm thinking is, I told Andy this when he took me down that road, because I'd come for him for a fraud. I come for him for misleading information, endangering the public. Lots of reasons, but nothing to do with anything to do with that. Because I didn't realise all this stuff come from it. I've heard Eddie on every single time he gets a soundbite about eating babies and drinking blood. It's a shame with Eddie because he knows his stuff about other things, Islam and stuff like that, but he fucked it all up when he started calling Tommy out, so...
Yeah, when he started just following Red Pill Phil and going to the same sort of meets and stuff, it was all good. He wasn't really offending anyone. He was following stuff. It was good. It was good to watch his live feed. You know what I mean? It was all right.
That's it.
But then he started bringing all the SOA and Abraham Christie into it and all that sort of shit. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this.
That's it. It just makes people not want to tune in and not want to watch. He wants to talk about stuff like that.
Well, he tried to drag Red Pill Phil into it. He tried to drag Nanny Robinson into it. He tried to drag all these people into it, like.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't go for it, in my eyes.
This is it. I mean, a lot of people have took a lot of time to build this community that we've got now, and to see people ripping it apart with just scams and fake stuff and that idiot Jesus and Natalie, they're just absolutely annihilating people for the fun of it. It seems just for the fun of it.
Well, they attach
real
themselves
reason.
to you for some reason. They put themselves on a pedestal and said, like, we're part of the Dragons.
Yeah,
We were like, fucking what? Really? The Dragons aren't into that shit, are they?
This is it. They've wormed their way into all the groups. I mean, to be fair, mate. To be fair, when we first seen them on our side, on our groups and whatnot. I mean, I don't know what anyone else is going to say. They might say, "Oh, you're making us look bad" or whatever, but I don't care. I don't think anyone on the right, or it's not even the right. Some people are just in the middle, but it's ended up being you cast the right. But anyone on our
if you're
side,
in the middle, you get cast right, don't you?
Yeah, anyone on our side really are not that tech savvy. I don't think. If they are, then they're hiding from me because I could do with a few people to help me with stuff or whatever. But no one's that good. So when he's turned up and he's playing the hacker and he's playing this and he's telling everyone
with a Google app.
Yeah, he's putting his own IP address out and stuff like that.
Yeah, doxed himself.
But to our side of the group, we're just thinking, oh, this is great. You know, he seems to know what he's on about.
Yeah, if you don't know, then you think he knows more than you.
He sounds
so
great.
Yeah,
that's it. If you don't know what you're talking about, it's great.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've come to him a few times and said, that looked interesting or whatever. Have you got a link for that so I can have a little dig around and do a bit of research on it? I've asked him a few times. He'll never give you a link for nothing. It's like he hasn't got one, or he'll always make an excuse. Always make an excuse. And at the end of the day, if he's genuine, the amount of crap I've been giving him or whatever, they've run away to Facebook twice. They've done all whatever. I've put posts up saying, "Look, Jesus, if you're this hacker and whatever, delete me now. I'll wake up to Facebook in the morning, won't I?"
Yeah,
and then it's still there because you can't. But people are still believing.
It's against the law, though. What people don't realise is that shit's against the law. We've got tech savvy, man. I'm tech savvy.
Yeah.
I can do stuff, and other people that I know can do stuff, but it's against the fucking law in this country. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not allowed to do that, and you will. And because there's other people what are in the police force and in the government what are very tech savvy, don't think what you're doing won't get traced and notified, because they'll know exactly what you're doing. Exactly. I mean, if I broke into Facebook now and closed your site down, and you phoned the police and said, "Look, someone just closed my site down, but I think it's this person," they would check my history and find out, "Yep, it was you. There's you're going to prison now, son." It's against the law to do that shit. You know what I mean?
This is it. I mean, somebody sent me that children video today. I won't say the name because people will probably get in trouble now. But
you know as well as I do, though, it's against the law, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know that. Yeah, exactly. That's good.
And then I've told them and whatnot, but I've not even had a reaction back. No, like, "Oh, right," or whatever. I thought, I bet they're still sending it out, but you can only warn them. You can't. You know what I mean?
The best thing to do, right, is to send them to the Hoaxstead Research WordPress website, right?
Yeah.
And you'll see the Judge Poetry, like your law, written down there for you. You can read it yourself and go, "Shit, man, what you can and can't do."
If you can
you can say witness A and stuff, you know what I mean? But you can't say anything like that, you know what I mean?
If you can post anything like that on my wall, I'm rubbish with stuff like that. But if you can,
I'll post all the links for you, man. Not at all. I'll stick them up there for you.
Brilliant, nice.
You know the law about it and what you can and can't say, all that sort of shit.
How's he?
Because I didn't know it.
This is it. I mean, how's he getting away with pushing all this stuff? I mean,
one is in Greece for a start, so he thinks he's getting away with it. Same as Angela Power Disney in Ireland, she thinks she's getting away with it as well, although she's close to getting arrested in my eyes. That's the opinion of mine. Just my opinion, but I think she's very close to getting arrested now.
One of them's just got 9 years, hasn't they? The old woman as well.
Sabine McNeil, she pushed it for 3 years. She believed Ella.
Yeah.
She must. I'm saying she believed Ella because no one, if she didn't believe it, they wouldn't go that far. My opinion is she totally believed Ella and pushed it and thought there was devil worshipping going on and thought there was baby killing going on, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And she pushed it, and she harassed all the families. You know, she put out there on the internet all the videos, all the testimonies from the police that only Ella and Abraham had, well, only Ella had, the mother had from the police. You know what I mean? But obviously Ella had passed it on to Sabine.
Yeah.
And then she pushed it all out there, and of course families had to move, man. They had to move house. They had to fucking lock up. You know, they couldn't let the kids out and play in the park. You think of that, man. You can't let your kids go in the park and play.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
The stuff they had to go around, change the phones every month, put CCTV up all over their houses. Some of the kids had police escorts to school and stuff. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's fucking crazy when you look back.
This is
what actually happened.
This is it. I can't see how they're getting away with it. I mean, if I've seen this video, 110% Andy's seen that video. He can't not have seen it. It's not possible. So why is he continuing
Andy
pushing
watches
this
my
rubbish?
stuff. Everything I do, he watches it. I know for a fact he does.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think I've spotted something. Because like we were saying before, our side and that side and all that, it's stupid. I think there shouldn't be any sides. It should be people just need to open conversation and talk, not slate each other, just talk. I think
at the end of the day, right, I think everybody in the planet, in my eyes, wants a better world for their children. Don't they? That's what it's all about. Man. Wants, whether it be common law, whether it be better statutes and acts, whether it be better rules and regulations, who cares? But everyone wants the same thing, and that's a better life for their children. Really, I don't. Anyone doesn't want that. I've not come across anyone that doesn't want that. And if we all just work towards the same goal, it should work out that the kids have a better life. You know what I mean?
That's it.
And that's it. I mean, we're going to have arguments, we're going to fall out, and we're going to have different opinions. When we're all grown-ups and realise it's just an opinion, man. I'll still buy you a beer. It's just an opinion. That's all it is. No one's getting hurt. No one's getting harmed, loss, or no one's getting hurt. No. But when Sabine and you've got Eddie is okay, and all these people are pushing this crap, and people who are still getting named, the witnesses are still getting named. Only yesterday, I think it was the day before, Angela Power Disney and some other fucking idiot, Andy Devine and Ollie. And I think you might have seen Flo try to break into him and try to listen. You just broke the law, man. You named a witness. The pair of you did. And none of them understood it. And Ollie's supposed to be coming from the BBC, for fuck's sake. He's supposed to be a journalist.
Well,
out of all of them, he should know.
Volumes in itself. It's from the BBC.
It's obviously...
He treated it like so on his interview, I thought.
Exactly.
He was very weak. Mate. He didn't ask him no questions. Considering the crap he was coming out with, it was just pure fairyland bull crap. And the stuff he was coming out with, he should have grilled him, but he didn't. He was just literally letting him say whatever he wanted.
That's what you'll find, though, Vic. That's what you'll find, mate. This alternative media shit, they don't question. They just say, right, come on the show and say what the hell you want to say, man. It don't mean shit. Just carry on, break the laws. Who cares? I'm not saying it, so you can carry on. I'm not in trouble. And that's how they think. But the UK column and people like that, man, they need to be investigated. They need to be shut down because they're allowing these idiots on there spouting shit off, which is false, man. Just pure false. No evidence. Fuck all. Just hearsay. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not nice someone come out and say, oh, by the way, Rick, I think you're a fucking pedo and your kids are in danger and God knows what. Imagine the hassle you're going to get from that. Just like someone like me saying it. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck?
This is it.
Crazy, man.
This is why Andy's took it down this route with me. You've got to think I've chased him for a fraud and a scam, and then he's decided, because he couldn't shake me off saying I was a troll. He couldn't shake me off with Facebook because I put my ID up. He tried twice to do that. So he couldn't shake me off that way. So he's had to try taking me down this way, thinking, well, he only knows about Islam and he only knows about common law. He doesn't know anything about this. So he took me down this route, thinking I won't follow him, thinking, it's a bit dark and a bit nasty down there. I won't bother or whatever. But I can't not do, because he's still pursuing other.
I'll be honest with you, right? Routes. They prayed. Andy and Mark Armour, or Jesus as you might know him by, and Natalie, and Andy and John Patterson and Angela Power Disney, they prayed that the Yellow Vests and the Pendragons would also believe their story and jump on with them. Because they wanted you lot to fucking ruin us. That's what they wanted. That was their end game. And it's backfired on them. It's backfired to fuck, because you've realised you've got some common sense in your own heads and go, that's not right, that ain't true. It don't sit right, you know what I mean? Let's have a look at it. So you've had a look at the evidence, and you've made your own design. You've made your own mind up by looking at the evidence. That's it. And if that evidence is just an audio of him coaching children, if that's all you've looked at, it doesn't matter. The fact that you've seen something that they'll never ever show you, they'll never show you that shit.
See, he'll be devastated, because I know at the end of the day, lots of people are watching what goes on now, and he would never. I mean, I know you've probably got loads of followers. I think you've got a large following, haven't you? But
no, I've only got a couple hundred, man.
None of the people on this side of the fence would have really probably seen them videos, whereas now they will, and it shoots his. It does. It just shoots him down. It makes him clear to be the person he is. He's peddling something which is clearly fake for his own agenda, for his own means. Which
the best thing he could do is put his hands up and go, listen, I was completely wrong on that and I'm dropping it, I'm never talking about it again. And that's the best thing he could ever do. But he'll never do that, because it gets him subscribers, it gets him hits, it gets him donations, it gets him all sorts of the feelings and touching the heartstrings like bollocks.
Exactly. This is what, to me, he's attracting vulnerable people. If you speak to any of them, it's like they're a picnic, or I don't know, it's just like they're a sandwich short of a picnic or something. Any of them, pick any of them at random. Even the one he's pulled out the Dragons at, Colin Munro. I don't know where he's come from. I've never spoke to him before, but he's another numbnuts.
There's quite a few over there, mate, what are actually on his side, what work on the Dragons.
Yeah.
There's quite a few, yeah. I can give you all the names if you like them, but I'm not that sort of person to drop them all. But I can give you a list if you want. There's quite a few over there what are actually subscribed to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, you over there chatting to him and bigging him up and that you're subscribed
Oh,
to him.
yeah. There is there's some double agent stuff going on and whatever. They think I'm daft, but I can see what's going on. But it's one of them things, you're going to get people that are in that camp and they're that desperate to believe that it's true. Maybe they've invested money, maybe they're that desperate they want it to be true, I don't know. It's scary. It's scary.
Well, I think a lot of them, because a lot of them are either depressed or they've got it's hard to say this because it sounds horrible saying it, but they've got a sad life. And I don't mean that in a nasty way. Obviously things have happened to them and they've ended up in a dark hole, you know. Yeah. And they're looking out for, they're crying out for, not attention, just crying out for something they can relate to, you know, maybe get behind or something. Yeah. And they jump on it. And before you know it, they're getting scammed. They don't even know they're getting scammed. They're getting duped and scammed and talked shite to.
Yeah.
And it's just, and they're getting brainwashed and programmed themselves. They don't even fucking know it.
I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them.
I do.
But when they're attacking you back, thinking, I'm only showing you, you're heading down the wrong road, you're being had over, and you're being scammed. You know what I mean? But when you're being attacked, you think, well, fuck is or whatever. But
yeah, you have it back then. Yeah, as simple as that. and then they say to us, "Oh, you angry troll." I'm like, "You've just been attacking us for half hour. We've been calm. For fuck's sake."
Just sit there collecting death threats and taking shit all day and not get wound up.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Make you laugh.
But I'm glad you do what you're doing, man. I'm glad that you're on board with truth, which is all it's about, man. It's not about taking sides, you know what I mean? I don't care if you support us in other things. It's a case of you've seen the truth and you realise the truth is that Abraham Christie coached the kids, he abused them, he beat them, he burst the eardrum. There's that much he did to them kids. If I ever met the guy, I'd smash his fucking face in. I know he's never going to come here.
Am I right in thinking that Eddie is still, Paul Rogers, whatever his name is?
Paul Rogers, I don't know if he's still in contact.
I've been given a few names for him. Edgar as well. Edgar Johnson or Edgar Johns or something like that.
Paul Rogers is his proper name because that's what the courts used. So that'll be the name he goes by on his birth certificate.
Right, okay, that's good.
Unless he's changed it by default, that I wouldn't know about.
Yeah. I mean, am I right in thinking that he's still talking to that or in contact with that Abraham?
I honestly don't know. I can only presume so. Because he's picked him up for so long. So I don't know, mate.
Somebody's told me that he's still in contact with him, which won't be very good.
In August he was, because I've got information on my phone that proves, the text to me, you know, from Eddie, when I was friends with Eddie, if you like, or supporting Eddie at the time, that he was talking to Abraham Christie back in August. I've got that on my phone, so that's all I can tell you. Is that after that, I wouldn't know.
See, I've been wanting to have a chat with Eddie. Before I exposed all this, I went to a few people around it, and I told them, I said, this is a scam, we're just about to expose it. Pull back, come away from it.
Yeah.
You know, put some distance between that and yourself. And Eddie was all, no, these are good people. Basically, the sun shines out of their ass, but mainly Jesus and Natalie. And I thought, well, I've just shown you proof. That it's not, and they're bad people. And I've talked around at least eight different cases on attacks on patriots for no good reason. John Lawrence, I don't know if you watch some of his lives and that. He's an absolute diamond, and they absolutely tried to annihilate him or whatever. He was one of many where people thought, what, John's, you know what I mean? Everybody knows
John's soft, man. He's got a heart of gold, John has. The only problem with John is he can get led down a fucking path. You know what I mean? That's the problem with John.
Easily done. It's so easily done when you've got other idiots around going, yeah. It's easily done, but it's one of them things now. It's, to me, they can't get out of it. They're in the middle of every single problem. They're the core element of every single problem that's gone on or whatever. That's the common.
You need to look into Angela Power Disney because she's behind a lot of this, mate. She's behind.
I've not had a chance to get to her yet, to be honest. I'm still.
She's the one behind it all, mate. She's the one who's pushed all this shit from the beginning. She's, in my eyes, they're her little soldiers. I mean, Eddie got arrested down the court just because of Angela Power Disney told him to get down there and do shit.
I've seen that.
You know what I mean?
Seen that.
So he got that night in Nick.
I've literally just watched a couple. Watched a couple off your channel. A few that I've had sent here and there. It's one of them. it's one of them things. I don't know enough about it. That's why he took me that direction, because he knows I don't know anything about it. So,
well, Angela Power Disney, right, related to this Hampstead case, right?
Yeah.
She has had people fly in from America and stand at primary schools.
Right.
I'll get corrected in the chat room hopefully if I'm wrong on this. I think a guy called Jake, his name was, standing outside the primary fucking school gate with a knife.
wow.
For fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Obviously it wasn't exposed, it was obviously under his jacket. When the police come and got him, they had a fucking big blade in his pocket and that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And you're like, shit, she got. No, I mean, I understood the other day as well that she had someone committed suicide, and it was all down to her.
Yeah.
You know, and it's some bad shit she's done, man, over the last few years.
Yeah.
It's really fucking terrible shit. Well, last 10 years as far as I know. She's been going for some time.
Yeah.
And she's had donations, 30-odd grand into a fucking PayPal and all that sort of bollocks.
This is it.
She's had
People
money
don't seem
surviving
to
on the
realise
fucking
how
money.
much these PayPals can soon jump up to like 30
Yeah.
grand and stuff. 5 rate, 10
Oh yeah,
rate,
easily.
it soon goes up.
Easily, man. Yeah, so I mean, I see. You look at you go to the GoFundMe and click it, and you'll see all the donations that have been put in there, and the dates, times, and how much they were. You'll see £10, £15, £150, £20, £30, £10, fiver, 400, and you're like, what the fuck's who's donating these big sums, man?
It is. It's
Who are they?
scary. It's scary. It's scary. The amount of people that give silly money like that, and you think you've not even researched anything. You're just blindly following it. But
Yeah, this is a new fucking comic relief in my eyes.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it. It sounds bad, doesn't it? But it's comedy to me, and everyone's just donating like fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't believe what's going on.
It is.
But it is
You
a
know-
new pudsey, man.
Do you know what really pisses me off though? Like, all the money that these idiots get given, and they're just pissing it up the wall. They're not doing anything productive with it. Whereas Tracy Blackwell's been trying for, I think it's 10 months. No, it's a year now. It's a year now, and you know what I mean. She's only managed to get donated 36 grand out of all the time that she's been doing it. It's disheartening. It's really bad. You know,
it is when you see, like, I mean, I don't know if you know about people like Belinda McKenzie, right? These like Bill Maloney, Belinda McKenzie, these are big people into child abuse scamming.
I've heard little bits.
Well, I mean, she got done for £5 million fucking fraud, and going for a bank, and she actually, according to the figures, it was £75 million she raised for Iran aid.
Wow.
You know what I mean? £75 million, for fuck's sake.
But when you're pushing it all over the world, I can imagine that. I can imagine it. Because
I've just been corrected by. Hang on. Someone corrected me. It wasn't Jake. It was. Where was it? Rupert Quintance. He was the one that was outside the primary school that Angela Power Disney got sorted to come over like. And that's the power they've got. They get some lunatics, mate, who aren't very straight in the head.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm going to take Eddie as a perfect example. I don't know why, but he's got something wrong with his head. He ain't right mentally in my eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's depression. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what it is. But because he's vulnerable, Angela Paradis jumped all over him and used him, and he's gone ahead to the courts, and he's got himself arrested, and he's still pushing this crap. And because he knows Abraham Christie as well, it just makes it more sick, to be honest. The first thing he should be doing is handing this guy in.
Yeah.
That's what he should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Lower him into something, trap him, trick him, whatever. But this is it. This is what pisses me off, because at the end of the day they're pushing it, but while they're pushing it, they're dividing the groups while they're doing it. And Jesus and Natalie are right in the middle, causing so much shit and just outright lies, pure just lies about anyone and everything just to attack them. Now, to me, that's an agenda. If it's not for a genuine reason, if me and you have a fallout now and we have a little dispute, whatever, okay, you can see where it's come from, but when it's just pure lies, I just say, oh, Danny's spending $2,000 a week on crack off his GoFundMe and all this, and some of the horrible shit that was being said, and I thought, I know this man personally. He's a fucking brilliant man. He's salt of the earth. People like this, I don't know that many of. You know what I mean? He's just, you know what I mean? He's a selfless person. He'd rather give you the last tenner in his pocket than take it off you. He's that sort of person. So to see him, I mean, I've seen a few people who've attacked, and I thought, well, I don't really know him to shout the corner, no, to fight the corner for him. I don't know him. I know him a little bit, but how well do you know someone? But I know John very, very well. So I knew they'd got it wrong. And when I approached Jesus and Natalie, it was on a friendly basis. It was just literally, a message or whatever. I'm John's friend or whatever, John Lawrence's friend. I think you've got bad information or you've got your wires mixed up or something. Give us a ring and we'll have a chat or something. I'm sure we can sort it out. a few messages like that back and forth, and he just kept ignoring. And then when they was on live feeds, I kept commenting saying, anytime you've got a chance, mate, you know, just need to have a chat about this thing with John or whatever. It's getting a bit, you know, because to me, I could see John sort of disappearing back a bit into him. You know, it's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, it's really wrong. It's stuff like that. It gets me mad. So obviously, when they've not responded by messages and not responded on live feeds and all that, then I've started getting wound up or whatever, thinking, well, why wouldn't you talk about it? To me, if you've got an issue with someone, you just talk it out, and that's how you'll sort it out. You won't sort it out throwing crap at each other on Facebook.
But just bullying and harassing, that is just keep chucking names back and forth. That's just pointless, man.
But when I eventually spoke to, because I give up with messages, I thought this is bullshit. I was just getting abusive messages, and I thought it was off Jesus. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, I'm watching the live feeds. I've never seen her on a live feed. I've never seen her on anything. So I've just thought it's just a black name or something, and he's just using his missus account. Maybe he's banned or something. I don't know. So I've just thought that. So when I've rang, I've spoke. She's answered. She sounds like a robber's dog or whatever, some scouse thing or whatever, and she's just straight away abusive, attacking me, whatever. And I said, I'm not being funny, love. I said, but I've not phoned to speak to you. I said, I phoned to speak to you, fella Jesus or whatever. Can you just put him on the phone, please? And it's not an issue. I just want to speak to him. And that was it. Just another rabid attack or whatever. And I thought, is this woman for real? I can't even class her as a woman. She's no woman. Honestly, I was shocked. For me to be speechless for a minute, that's how bad it was. Do you know what I mean? I was just gobsmacked. I thought, is she for real? Is she having a joke or something? Is this some sort of wind up? But no, she was deadly serious and whatever. And then it ended up doing a bit of a circle, and then it was, so you said you're going to come down and attack me and this, that and the third, I'm going to expose you and all that. So I said, well, all right, well, you do that then. And then when you do that, I'll put my recorded conversation out in the morning, and then we'll go from there. So
let's just get this right. A woman from Stoke, right, I think she's about 40, 41, not too sure on that, but she's around the 40s. Yeah. She's got a couple of kids, I think, herself. Yeah. She's got a young toy boy called Mark, Jesus, as you know him, and she's threatening a Pendragon. Am I hearing that right?
Yeah. You won't believe, mate. You won't believe.
Oh my God!
As little as yesterday, I was on the phone to someone who they've been clearly speaking to. It's not come directly from them. I know where it's come from. Another woman, another piece of work or whatever, and it's come from her. And then I've ended up on the phone to people that was, I don't know, they're probably going to put me in a boot or something. That's like the second time in not so long that was going to happen or whatever. Just because of these people lying and chatting shit. But because it kind of did full circle, because the people that they knew, I knew, whatever, it didn't end up working out for them, because I've been on the phone with them and told them, this is why, whatever, these are the facts. You know, it is what it is. The people who you're saying are on your side are far from it. These are the people that he attacked. And when I told him the people that they've attacked, including John Lawrence, Gary Clark, people that are salt of the earth, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They was shocked then, and he was like, well, why would they do that? I said, well, that's not a question for me, is it? That's a question for the people that you're peacekeeping for, let's say. You know, to me, that's an issue that you need to take up with them, because, there is no peacekeeping going on or whatever. At the end of the day, they've started the attacks. Now they need to be accountable for them. It is that simple. They've tried.
We have got, I think, I'm not quite sure who it is, like one of us, I think Michael of the Mouse or one of them guys, but I've got it. But they've got the actual footage where Eddie actually asks Mark and Natalie to help out with the IT shit.
Right.
So we knew it'd come from Eddie. We knew Mark Armour, or Jesus, as you know him by. And Natalie Bradshaw, fucking stuff, whatever her name is. They were both asked by Eddie to go and start doxing, to start getting the information, because they doxed me, the full name, full address, the works. Even mentioned my son's name, which that's where my son was kicked off there. My son wanted to kill him.
It's naughty, isn't it? Stuff like that.
Yeah, man, and that's when they broke the law. They don't realise they broke the law. And if I was a twat, I could have took it to the police, had them arrested. But I'm not a sort of fucking guy. I just thought, you know what, go up, get over it.
Yeah,
I ain't bothered. Crack on. And that's when I started putting my face on the camera then, thinking, you know what, then, fuck it. If you all know my name and where I live, fuck it, you might as well know my face, don't you? So I just kept on doing that way.
That's it. That's why I threw my picture up, because he was struggling. Andy was struggling, to be fair. I felt sorry for the poor sod. He was struggling. He was putting posters up, doctored posters of Antifa, and putting the words above it, just adding words to it and whatever, saying that it was me. I think he did a bag dip or something like that to, I can't remember her name now, Anne Subri or something like that. It was something that everyone was looking at the time, and he's put words to it saying that it was me, and I thought, well, that's not going to end well, because everyone knows that's not me. So it was just getting comments saying, well, that's not you, why is he saying that? So he's putting, anything he does, he puts himself in the shit. He said it on Facebook that he's going to report my file. Oh no, he had reported him and nothing's happened to him. And then the next day they went down or whatever. I thought, well, you just admitted, you've just self-confessed that you're a Facebook snitch.
Yeah,
and
literally.
I'll just literally, you know what I mean? I'll just screenshot the message that you get from Facebook. There you go, post that. That's it, self-confessed snitch. So he's done himself no favours. All he had to do is come forward and answer a few questions, but he's failed to do that since before Christmas. He's not going to come forward. People on his side must be thinking, well, why would you not come forward, Andy, and squash this guy? Or why is Jesus not deleting his profile? Or, do you know what I mean? They've got to ask questions at some point. And to me, in my eyes, it was a case of they all needed to see that video that I seen of yours. To me, that just changed it. That blew every single bit of work, if you want to call that Andy's been doing. It just blew it all apart. And
which one? The one with the coaching on?
Yeah, the coaching one.
Because you know the one with the coaching, right? That wasn't actually against Andy. That one was against UK Column. That was.
Yeah, I gathered
you're right,
that.
Had all the Hampstead and stuff.
I gathered that and whatnot, but it was just the actual bit of it. I thought, well, if I've seen this, what was it? A few minutes of it or something. Of the
about 30 seconds of the coaching.
Do you know what I mean? For the
I didn't want to play it, I didn't want to play it because you can hear the kids' voices in it, and I was like, how the fuck am I going to get around this?
Yeah.
But I had to. It was a case of like, you know what, I can't not.
Well, at the end of the day, it was only coaching. It weren't. I mean, that other video was. Still to think of it now, even though I know it was fake, it still turns my stomach now. So, do you know what I mean? It's like kind of peace of mind knowing that it's fake.
That it's fake, yeah.
But he doesn't want to do that. He wants to keep revving it up and peddling it out to everyone or whatever. And
you need to look into my other videos that I've done, Andy, right? Because I've proved them. I think it says, I'm not quite sure what it's called. I'll drop it in the link in a minute when everyone have a look.
Brilliant.
But it basically says in there how they have spent the money. The donations blatantly go to John Manoa's lifestyle. Gets him out the red. Because he was in £400 in debt, basically. Right, and he blatantly admits it. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the investment of the company, all this sort of shit. I've pulled myself out of the red. I fed my kids in Filipino. Because he's got a family in Philippines as well, you know.
Yeah.
He admits it all. I can't believe
country, is he?
Yeah, I can't believe he's telling his own audience what he's doing with the money. Yeah. I mean, it was shocking. It was just shocking to hear. Like, he took the video down afterwards because I think Andy knew.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be up there, but too late. I'd got it.
This is it, yeah.
It's crazy, man.
They're not quick enough. They
don't realise that we're pretty tech savvy, you know what I mean? But I'm not recording this, by the way. I don't need to.
Even if I have to stand there with a phone recording it, I don't care. I'll do it just to get it. Because I think, why would you keep that on?
I've got many footage that I make just on my phone. I've had to put it on the cloud to get off my phone, sort of thing. In space.
Yeah. This is it. I mean, he's on camera every 2 minutes, contradicting himself. I can't see how people are not spotting it. I try and just get the little bits, and it just shows him contradicting himself. Oh, it's this law, it's that law, it's this, that, and the thing. He ain't got a clue what he's on about. He'll just come out with anything just to convince people. Yeah, just follow me. Everyone else is a troll. Everyone else is MI5. That's the only two choices. That or you're confused. It's mental. But I'm glad of all this, to be fair, because at the end of the day, it's open doors. There's people speaking on both sides of the fence now, I think.
Well, to me, they think it's dividing, but to me, it's not. To me, it's actually we're getting together. Yeah, a lot of people are getting together going, no, we're not dividing.
I see it growing. I see it growing into something that we've never had before, personally. I think we've all been
and let's bring out the truth. Because let's be honest, there is ongoings. Let's not fucking pull up punches here. We know the government's fucking corrupt. We know in the police are corrupt somewhere. We know even the courts and judges. There'll be corrupt judges. Of course there is, man. There's going to be these people, these corrupt fuckers and paedophilia, like all of these people. We know that. But if we all start, if we don't talk shit and not start putting more mud in the water, we might be able to actually get to the truth and fucking get these cunts out. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's all we need.
But because these idiots are hoaxing and fucking putting more shit on top of it all, you can't see.
This is it. This is it. You bang on, mate. I encourage anyone to watch watch some of your videos. I've not had a chance myself to watch many. I've watched a few, and the ones I've watched, they are the.
Well, I've got the Hoax Police blog, right, which is for hoaxes, for flat earths, moon landing, all that sort of bollocks, which is what I started off with. But that's how it all started, right? The Brian Harvey thing. I started doing this hoax stuff. I think, what's a hoax? Right, let's fucking ridicule it and expose it for what it really is. But then what happened was the Hampstead comment. I basically got onto the Hampstead hoax. And when I dropped onto that hoax, I knew it was bollocks from day one. I thought, okay. So I put the kids' videos up, ridiculing Abraham Christie. That's what I was doing. I wasn't putting the kids up trying to ridicule them. I'm trying to go with trying to push the hoax. But when I put the kids up, I didn't realise I'd broke the fucking law. I totally broke the law. I didn't even know I broke it. Now, luckily for me, there was someone who's in this room right now called Mike Dice, and he pulled me to one side and told me all about it. I mean, and put me straight. And that's when I took the video down straight away, realising what I'd done. And I put it back up again, edited and all that sort of stuff. But people had to know it was still a hoax. And when I got stuck into that, I got stuck on it because the subpoena trial was coming up. And because I found out about Angela Power Disney, then I found out about fucking Eddie, then I found out about Abraham Christie, then I found out about fucking Andy Devine. And all these people in the circle were all pushing this crap. I just ended up attacking them. So you can see how my channel sort of went from doing videos, what was like not me in it, text overlays, bit of this, bit of that. Then all of a sudden it was going from me just ranting my fuck head off at these twats. Because I can't believe they're pushing it.
It winds you up, doesn't it, that they're doing it? I mean, like I say, I only chased them for a scam, but then when you see this side of it, you think, wow, the scam's looking insignificant at this moment in time. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
They've got nothing. They've got nothing. They really haven't. And I'm still asking for fucking paperwork, and so's Wavy, so's a few other people still asking for paperwork to be sent to what we'd get. If we go buy a share now, I want to see some paperwork. You know what I mean? And they won't show us fuck all.
No. Apparently you can register it to your phone or anything. You don't even need to give your name.
Fucking hell, man.
As long as the money goes in, you change your phone, right?
As long as the money goes in, it's not traceable, we don't care.
That's it.
Fucking unbelievable. You can't make it up.
No, honestly, it's shocking, but it's just one of these
What are you doing on the 28th of March, by the way?
I'll talk to you on private messages probably, but it's one of them. We've got to give them enough rope. Originally, my idea was as soon as you touch foot on British soil, that's enough. We've already got enough. But to be fair...
It's treason as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it is. Straight up and down. But for the sake of it, if we was to pull back a little and just keep an eyeball on them and just let them come and fail...
Well, I'd like you to let them to go down to London because I want to meet these fuckers. And I'm going down there on the 28th.
Yeah. This is it.
I want to interview these fuckers.
Well, to be fair, all these people that are talking shit and avoiding me like the plague, they're all going to be in one place if I just let it happen. So it's a lot easier for me to just let it happen. We know where it's going to be. We know whatever. They're that stupid. We've got people in their camp anyway. So no matter what they do with the little private security force of bikers and all this, we're already in there, so we know what they're saying.
We're going to know. But it'd be nice to actually walk up them, in online feed and just say, right, you.
That's it. We'll pull you aside or whatever. Like whatever we're doing, we'll pull you in on it, and that's it. Whatever surprise he's getting that day, we'll all give him a surprise, won't we?
Yeah, we'll give him a good surprise now.
At the end of the day, if he's got nothing to worry about and he can answer all these questions, it'll be fine, and he'll be going back on his way, won't he, without any issues.
Yeah. I've warned him I ain't going to get physical with him. I've told him that. I'm not going down for physicality. I'm not going to be buff. I'm just going down to ask you questions. That's all I'm going down.
He's trying to make out I'm doing this, that and the third, and I'm going to make a fighting ring and all this. I don't know where he makes it up from. I haven't got a clue. If anyone looks for any of my posts, I've never threatened him once. Never once.
No, I've never seen you call him out as in fighting or threatening. Never.
Well, he seems to think that I'm going to beat him up for some reason. It was the same thing.
Yeah, but you can't be responsible for the Dragons, can you?
No.
You as a person on your own. You can't be, mate.
That's it.
And that's what I tried to warn him on the video. I said, listen, there's dragons there what are quite savvy, and they'll realise, I'm not going to think worth doing it. You know what I mean? But there's other dragons what go, nah, fuck it, he's having it. That's it.
He tried painting Gary into a bad light. He's trying to make out Gary said all the things that I've said. Gary's never said anything like that. Gary wanted to know what his flag was about. That was it, and he's never got any further than that.
Well, the latest he called you, I think someone pulled it up and showed me the other day. That latest he called you was you were Hampstead Trolls. Now you got on.
Yeah, I've gone up. I've gone up. I've gained another label.
Well, once you become a Hampstead Troll, you do realise you work for GCHQ now and you get paid every month and shit.
That's it, yeah, that's it. I'm just waiting for the company car. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it.
We've been waiting for fucking months for checks, mate. We ain't got shit.
It's one of them, isn't it? It's just one of them things. Man. These people are mad. But the people following it, I feel genuinely sorry for him, because when it all goes horribly wrong, which it can't not do. I can't say too much without giving the game away, but it's already in the bag. Their game's over.
We know that. Yeah, we know it's all.
I feel sorry for him. I feel so sorry for him to even continue wasting energy on it, but it's amusing to watch. To be fair, I like watching him sweat. The more
that's funny. When his face changes.
Anything I say on a comment or on a video, he tries to correct it, but then makes a bigger dick of himself doing something else. It's unreal. I'm living rent free in his skin, and I'll just itch and scratch him anytime I want and move his brain furniture around. It is what it is. You know what I mean? All he had to do was answer a few questions, and it would have been so much easier. This was like on private messages. It's not to the public. He could have just done it nice and quiet, but he's not. He's decided to take it this way. But now he's crying the victim. So
yeah, I noticed that the last video he did. He's crying the victim now.
Yeah, this is it.
If you look at, I don't know if anyone has seen it. If Mike can stick the link up, it'd be good, like in this chat, because there's a thing that happened. I think it was a day ago or 2 days ago, where he phoned into Ollie's chat show, and Flo jumped in there. Now you want to see the guy's fucking Andy Devine's face change, mate. Oh my god, it's such. It goes white. The blood just drains out of his face. It's fucking hilarious to watch. Absolutely hilarious.
I've skimmed back to it. When I first come to it, it was halfway through, so I had to watch it back.
Rewind like it. I was the same.
But he's hilarious. This is what I mean. He's good. He's good when he can just talk crap in his little echo chamber, and everyone just goes, yeah, that's whatever. But when it's facing someone that is not going, Andy, okay, just agree to anything, and they've got questions, that's it. You don't want to be near him. He keeps going on about, he don't like fear. It's the fear of the truth. That's all it is. It's the fear of answering questions and being spotted and called out. He don't like it. It is what it is. He can't answer none of the questions, so he can't come forward. I can keep asking all day. I can ask till next Christmas, and he's not going to come forward.
Yeah, and the best thing he can do, right, if he's not good on the spot, because I did say this to him in his chat when he wouldn't come to me live. I was saying to him, look, you don't want to come live with me. I'll ask you the 5 questions, write them down with a pen and paper, and get back to me in 7 days' time. Go back and get me the fucking answer. Don't on the spot. I'm not trying to. This isn't question time. This isn't audience bollocks. I'll give you time to come back with the answers. And he still, you know what he did then? He just blocked me. Just blocked me completely. I was like, fuck's sake, how? I can't get it any easier than that, man.
This is it.
You can ask me on the spot if you want, and I'll give me 10 seconds, and I'll go to the right space where I need to get the answer from, and I'll show you. I'll read it out to you what the answer is. But I give him 7 days. Nah, still not interested. Like, fucking hell. So that shows me that he knows. I mean, does his missus know? Does Heather actually? Is it Heather? I think it's Heather.
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's hard to tell, isn't it? I don't think so, personally. She can't know the extent of it, otherwise I can't imagine she'd still be there.
She's been there when he's spouting off shit, like, because I've heard her in the background.
Yeah. I mean, he'll just go on like he's just doing, like, what Ollie does or something, I imagine. I can't imagine she knows he sunk, I've heard 50 grand into this scam.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard, 50 grand.
Do you know what I mean?
But I've not seen it. I've not heard it from him. I've not heard it out of his mouth. I've just heard it off good sources, off other people telling me that. You know what I mean? People I trust.
I imagine she doesn't know half of the stuff that's actually going on. And I imagine she'll get a shock when Andy don't come home or whatever. But
there's that link in the chat as well. Anyone want to click that for the laugh and watch Andy's face change? It's fucking absolutely hilarious. And if anyone wants to know, by the way, that rerun of that show, this Ollie guy would not entertain Flo at all. Just wouldn't entertain him. Andy Devine kept over talking him, so he couldn't. And the sound card was shit as well, so he couldn't hear nothing really. But that's happening again on Monday night. That's happening again without Andy Devine this time. Just Ollie and just Flo. And I think Flo's going to put Ollie in place a little bit because Ollie broke the law.
Yeah.
And he didn't even know it by naming the witness.
Yeah,
He didn't even know it, like.
This is it. He thinks he knows it all, Ollie. He tried shooting me down or whatever, trying to make out I'm bullying Andy or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
a lot of people think Rick, like we're like policemen and shit because we're about the law, breaking the law. Like it's not about breaking the law. It's about when you broke this law, right? You're putting that witness's name back out there in the public, and these kids again are going to get fucking looked at school. They've got to move school again, and it goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? And it's like someone needs to stop saying the name so they can get on with their fucking life, man.
This is it.
That's why it's about the law. We're not like fucking straight people. I mean, I break the speed limit like everyone else does, you know, and I do things that shouldn't be doing. We're all fucking like that. It's a case of these as kids, man. You need to be stopping this shit.
I mean, I don't know why they're coming at us like that or whatever. I mean, Dragons are they're a constitutional law group, so we're gonna be a little concerned about the law.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's one of them things. You could keep arguing it all day, but if he's not going to face it, then you're just talking to the people that are already convinced and already know and can see common sense and logic has told him it's bullshit. You know what I mean? But these other people, I don't know if he's got them brainwashed or they're just not that bright. I don't know. I really don't know.
They must believe it. That's all I can think. Somehow, they must be that. It's very rude to say, but they must be that dumb. Yeah. But that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? If I was to say to my children, if the kids turn around and say, "What's wrong with them, Dad?" I go, "They're just dumb, man. They're thick as pig shit. Nothing you can do about it." I mean, you get people out in the world, which is why we've got to wear seatbelts and shit, and which is why we've got to do certain things because there's fucking idiots out there.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, to me, it's with all this, it's just getting beyond the joke. You know, it's one of them things. He knows full well. I mean, with our side of things, with your side of things, he can't face none of us. So why keep peddling it? If he's obviously seen all these videos, he's seen all the evidence that I've put forward, like before Christmas. It was literally just things about his flag, things that he's got wrong in his flag. The true meaning of his flag was wrong. Everything was wrong. Everything that he was saying was bullshit. And that's all we pulled him on. But now he's trying to make it out.
Law, isn't it? It's a marine flag, isn't it? It is a water flag, as I call it. Yeah, I thought that.
Maritime
flag. Before I even looked it up, I knew that, because I thought, well, I've only ever seen that flag on boats. You know,
that's it. Yeah.
I mean, that's what you see them flags. Otherwise, you won't fucking see them.
He thinks it can get him anywhere and it'll protect him from anything. So, I don't know.
And I doubt the rest of the world even recognise that flag.
I think he's just going to wrap it round him on the 28th and just hope for the best. I don't know. It's not going to go well.
It's worrying when you see Eddie is okay live speed or Robbie Tobinson or something live speed down on the Yellow Vest March and things like that, and Tracy Blackwell's live speed, and you see that flag amongst them.
You
know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck is that flag doing in that lot?
I just call them pirates, me. Yeah, they're just pirates. But
crazy, man.
I do. It's just one of them things. I mean, the message has been well sent out across all groups, across any future demos or anything. People will be now looking out for that, and if they are seeing it, it'll get removed, or they'll get removed.
Yeah.
It's one of them things. You can't have these people around doing what they're doing, because they're causing trouble in many different ways. By doing what they're doing, they're taking people away from common law. So you're now taking the only thing that's going to save us, and the only thing we should all want over anything else, British law.
That's the only thing you can fall back on is the Magna Carta and Constitution. That's the only thing you can fall back on.
That's it.
If everything goes tits up, that's what you fall back onto, man.
Now their plan removes the moniker, removes the two signatures, and removes our Constitution. So to me, that's a lefty-driven agenda. I may be wrong, but it feels that way. And I've not seen any of these scammers or anything like that on the lefty groups. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like we're the right. Anyone
I don't know.
On the right,
if you look at UK column, mate, they're anti-conservative.
Yeah, I agree with you.
There's quite a lot of lefties who are anti-conservative, but you get your Reverend Simon, who's definitely conservative. You know what I mean? Yeah. Reverend Simon Sideways, he's great. You want to watch into his channel?
I've watched him. He's good. I like him.
He's sound bloke, absolutely sound bloke. Redfield Phil's alright as well. He's doing some good stuff, man. Following these marches and going to these meets and stuff.
I like Red Pill Phil. He's got like
Heart of gold, mate. He's got a heart of gold.
He has. I mean, some of the videos he's done and whatever. At first, I mean, I've been there where he's turned up a little bit late and he's not seen the atmosphere that the police have caused in the morning. Like they'll just do stuff to wind you up and stuff like that, and he's not seen maybe 2 hours of wind up time. And then just turned up and started rolling, said, oh, you know, people's a bit off with the police and all that, but he's not seen what happened beforehand. Yeah. But then, like, I've let him know in comments and whatever, and he said, no, fair enough or whatever, it's just, it looked like that from what I seen. But we've had the odd thing here and there, but it's just one of them, it's just, you're just talking amongst each other, you're not arguing, you're not talking shit about each other or whatever, but, I mean, what's gone on, to me, Eddie, Jesus, whatever, they've caused that divide, what happened, because Red Pill Phil, John Lawrence, and then Eddie, and then it all went horribly wrong.
Yeah.
So, the only person that was in the middle of all that, and then everybody's getting attacked all around that situation from everywhere, was the people that was getting attacked by Jesus and Natalie. So, there's your main common denominator in the middle. It's them every time.
Well, Flo, and he's definitely got evidence. He put it in the chat a minute ago. He has got the evidence where he has got these screenshots of Eddie asking for Jesus and Natalie and that to do the doxing. Yeah. So it was Eddie who instigated all that shit. So it was Eddie who brought these two people into the fucking play, like. Yeah. No one else but him. You know what I mean? Which is pretty crazy, like, because it's like, who the fuck are you, Eddie?
This is
I don't get it. And I don't get all these religious speak as well, man. All this Bible bashing, as I call it. I mean, hey, if people want to believe the Bible, I've got no problem with them. I know a lot of people who are Christians and Catholics, and I know good people. But the point I'm getting at is he's sort of opposite, isn't he? If anyone's going to be, in my eyes, if anyone's a devil, it's like, you need to look in the mirror. Yeah. Because what you're doing is really evil shit, mate. You know what I mean?
It is. It's like he's enjoying talking about it. To me, if we're talking about stuff about kids like that, I feel awkward about it.
I'd feel uncomfortable about it. Dead right, man.
Yeah, but he's like frothing up the mouth, like, oh, the devils, and eating bacon, and you think, wow, sort your head out, man. You're making people move away from you. No one wants to hear that shit, whether it's true or whether it's not.
It's like when I did the video and I had to explain the bum thing. I felt so fucking uncomfortable doing that bit, man. I hated doing it. I just wanted to skip it, but I was like, I've got to go through this because people have got to fucking understand.
That's normal for a guy, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's normal for anyone, really, innit? No one wants to hear that shit, but like you said on the video, you've got to hear it because this is the evidence, this is the facts. This is the evidence and the facts that idiot is fucking denying all knowledge of. So you can't keep peddling shit when the evidence is there that proves you wrong. It's just not possible. You're just fooling yourself and anyone daft enough to follow you. But they're getting away with it to a degree.
It is, man. It's bigger than you think, Rick. Man, it's bigger than you think. Honestly,
it always is. Whatever you can see on the surface, it's massive below. It's like an iceberg, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is what people don't recognise. They just say, "Oh, just leave them to it if it's a scam or whatever." But they don't realise the amount of money that's being made. And the way I look at it, if all these idiots are going to pump it into something productive. Don't pump it into a scam. Do you know what I mean?
Money what's been wasted on this anti-child campaign and shit, like which I actually turned. You know, your Edward Heath and all these Nick who got done not so long back. I think it was Nick, his name was. He did his panorama. You know, BBC were behind him and that. You know, they believed it. We all fucking believed it just from hearsay. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that every fucking one is wrong. Of course, it's not wrong. You know what I mean? There's going to be ones that are happening like, it should be treated. But to come out and just fucking use the old media to get your story out there, it's like, hey, you do what the fuck? Are you straight away? There's red flags in my eyes. What the fuck you doing? Why haven't the popular people took this story up? Why haven't the social services took it up? Why haven't the police took it up? That's because they probably don't believe it. Well, if they don't believe it, we ain't going to fucking believe it either, really, because they're the ones that are trained in this shit. Whether we like it or not, they're trained, man. You know what I mean? They know what they're talking about. They get videos and fucking lectures and what to look for, what not to look for. I wouldn't have a fucking clue how to tell if a child telling me if he's been abused was true or not. I wouldn't have a clue, man.
No,
you know what I mean?
It's mad. It's mad. I mean, my missus' sister or whatever, she looks after kids and all that, and she's had to be trained recently to spot FGM.
Exactly,
there's loads of things that are changing that are you know, you didn't have to look for these things years ago, but now you do. It's horrible. But I mean, for me, these are adults now, aren't they? These child victims, they're now, well, survivors, aren't they? They're now adults, aren't they? And to have him keep plastering the face about and the story about, they can never turn off. You know what I mean? Time's supposed to be a healer. If you're not ever getting a day off because that idiot keeps pushing it out, how can you ever put it behind you?
Exactly.
I feel sick. I feel sick thinking about it. The things that he's doing, and it's for what? Money or fame?
Well, to close this off, because there's something I want to talk to you. There's something I want to talk to you about. There's nothing to do with Hampstead. To close the Hampstead off, I think what Mike said a few seconds ago about it's disgusting, and the whole thing about this is he's wanted. He's talking. This Eddie is okay. He's talking to child abusers, wanted child abusers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that, to me, just seals Eddie that's it. As far as I can see, Eddie okay. He's fucking finished as far as I can see.
Yeah.
But now, what I do want to talk to you about, right, is fucking Gordon Bowden.
Yeah.
This Finchley Road thing. What do you think? Tell me your honest opinion. What do you think? What do you believe?
I've spoke to Gordon because obviously all this was coming about, and a lot of the information that we'd looked at. I mean, we've not got access to all of it, but the bits we'd seen, it looked like a high majority of Brexiteers on the Finchley Road, and we thought, why would you expose if you've admitted that there's a list of addresses? Why are we not, just expose them all? So eventually, at some point, I can't remember who asked me to speak to him, but someone's got me his number and whatnot. I've ended up speaking to him for maybe 25 minutes, half an hour, and honestly, he's not what I expected. I expected someone a little bit like Andy or whatever, and he's nothing like that.
He's clever. No, this guy's educated, man.
He's really nice guy. You ask him a question, he don't think about it, he'll just give you an answer straight away, straight answer, straight. To me, he was really nice. He's invited us to come see any of the documents, anything, whatever. He'll explain anything we want. You name it, whatever. He's highly decorated. To me, he's not got a blemish on him or whatever. And from my side, it looks like Andy is just leaning on him, thinking, well, he's got 17, nearly 18 years worth of work, which is, Gordon says he can prove it beyond any shadow of a doubt. Every single item in this, he calls it a boiler room, what he can deconstruct and construct back together and prove every single item in there or whatever beyond shadow of a doubt. So that's why he's only going with the one. So I thought, okay, that's fair enough or whatever. But Andy is just, to me, he's just leaning on his work and peddling his own shit, that Holstead stuff, to just, it's one of them, well, this is respected, so it don't matter whether that one is or not. I'm just pushing it in behind Gordon Bowden or whatever.
What if I said to you then, Rick, right, I chuck a hand grenade in here now, which might not explode, it might do, it might not. What if I said to you, I'm not going to come out and say I've got evidence of it right now, but what if I said to you, Gordon Bowden donates to Andy Devine? What if I said that to you? How would that change things?
I'd like to think if he has, then it maybe stop now. Now he's realised what he's about. But
no, but remember, he's donating to Andy Devine purely for publicity, nothing else.
But I've heard Andy Devine bought him some cameras when he I think he sold his house when he started sinking money into that scam. He bought Gordon Bowden some cameras. So to me, that was like buying his way into, can I push your crap and like get my own crap in behind it sort of thing. I'm not sure. I mean, out of the two, I wouldn't believe a single thing out of Andy's mouth. Nothing at all. I couldn't believe a single word that man says. It's just not possible.
See, the problem I've got with Gordon Bowden isn't Gordon Bowden, isn't him himself, as so to speak. I think what he's telling me could well be true. I've not looked into it. I ain't going to ridicule it. Yeah. But I think the people he hangs around with are dodgy as fuck.
See, I've not looked into it.
He went on the ITNJ, right? The ITNJ is just one big fucking hoax scamming convention, which looked like it was professional in a court and everything. It was absolutely bollocks. They even call it the ITNJ Commission, right? And if you look into it, it's absolute bullshit. The whole lot is bullshit. ran by Sasha fucking Scott or something his name is,
Yeah.
and he's the biggest hoaxer out. But bottom line, right, when you look into that, he was sat on that. I think, Gordon, if you had any credibility, you wouldn't be fucking sat there with these muppets, with John Wedges and Fiona Barnett and all these fucking idiots what are just pushing scams and whistleblowers and over fucking whistle.
Yeah.
And it's like, my God, and you sat there with them, so that doesn't help. Now you're in Land of Divine, that don't fucking help.
No.
And all these things that he get into, and he was in with Brian Harvey, you know, around Seven and around all these other fucking conspiratard fucking idiots.
Yeah.
You're like, that don't help, Gordon. You're in the conspiratard world. You're in the hoax world. If you was legit, you'd have to be on your own, or you'd be in the legit world.
Yeah.
With us lot, not with us lot, but we're solicitors, we're proper lawyers, we're probably going to court. We'd see in the paper. You know what I mean? Taking these fuckers to court, man.
Yeah.
But it's not. You don't see that. You only see him on the Alter Me. You see him on UK Column. You see him on Richard Hall, Richard D. Hall.
Yeah.
All these fucking hoax conspirator channels.
Yeah.
And he's all amongst all that. And that's what pisses me off. It's not a case of he's like what he's got, the evidence is wrong or anything. It's not a case of that. Because it might well be true. Because he might have a fact that fucking business is where it was 788, 790, wherever it speaks to you.
Yeah.
They might be scamming. There might be loads of Ponzi scams there going on.
Yeah.
And you might have all the evidence for it. And I'm like, fuck me, quite right. But why haven't you gone? Why aren't you going to the pushing to the right people? Why are we fucking going Andy Devine? Why is Andy Devine pushing this shit? What the fuck?
To be fair, I mean, it's one of them things. If he's been pushing it himself for years and he's not got anywhere, I can understand him taking help. I suppose you take help from anywhere until you get somewhere, but I'm hoping now, because I've told him straight, I said, you know, we've only just had contact, I've just spoke to you. To me, you sound 100% genuine guy or whatever. He's willing to show us documents, whatever, take a representative of the Dragons down and go and have a chat, and he's willing to let us have copies of anything or whatever we want, basically. So from here on, I can't see anything bad from him. I do have to say he sounds genuine.
I don't suspect he's doing wrong there.
Yeah.
I don't suspect that at all, yeah.
But, I mean, the only thing I know from it, I'll look at it in a different way. I think, okay, this is what he's pushing, and then I'll pull something I want out of it. So the thing I wanted out of it was the police pension things. I thought, well, there's the tool to get to the police. You know, it's a way of reaching through that stab vest and saying, you know, we'll hit you where it hurts. That golden egg that you thought you got, you know, the one that you've let 1 million kids and counting be abused and raped and passed around like a cheap bag of sweets for, that golden egg that you've got has been cut clean in half. Now all of a sudden, they're not so, you know, you can see you've knocked the wind out of them when you tell them or whatever. I had it on camera once in Manchester not so long ago, and I was speaking to the, I can't think of the ones with the blue vests on. I was speaking to him and he was sound, and he went, I have researched it. I've been in the job for a while, so my pension sound, it's secure or whatever. But anyone that's joined the job recently, in the last so many years or whatever, they've been sold something that it's not. That it's been slashed in half or whatever. And I thought, he knew he was on camera as well.
I can believe that.
I've got to give him respect for it. I thought, he knows this is secure, so he's letting other people know. He knows this is going to get played and people are going to hear it. There may be, you know, there might be things to come of it. He might end up in shit himself, I don't know. But if his is secure, good on him for doing it, because the coppers at the side of him was looking as if say, what? You know, my golden egg's just been cut in half. It's one
Didn't even know about it.
It's one of them. They've all let the kids down. You know, there's things that have gone on, all the things in Rotherham and everything. They've all worked together, not to confront it and prosecute and all that, but they've all worked together in conjunction to cover it up and stuff like that. It's there's hard facts there of it or whatever. So, to me, if we're gonna push things and try and get cases going again and all that, let's push for more than 2 children. Let's push for Rotherham. Let's push for Rochdale. Let's push. Do you know what I mean? Where are you talking? Mass
the worthy
numbers.
causes.
Yeah. Mass numbers.
You don't see Andy Devine mention any of that shit.
No.
You know what I mean? You don't see any of that crap, mate. And
Well,
you're like, wow.
he tells me I'm a racist. I'm a far right racist and everything because I follow Britain First. I follow whatever. He even had a go. I sent a video out and he had a go on that one, and I thought the title of that demo was parent and public information on grooming or something like that. No word of no word of Muslim, no word of Islam, nothing like that, and he's still having a go for it. How, do you know, what do you want me to say? So we only care about them 2 children, we don't care about any other children. Is that the way it's...
That's what he's trying to portray, isn't it? That's what he's trying to get across and stuff, you know what I mean? And anything to ridicule you, mate, that's all it is.
Yeah, that's it, anything at all, but it's just one of them things. He's making his own bed, he's going to have to lie in it. Everything he said has contradicted himself. It's proof. To me, that's the smack in the mouth for him. Okay, you've just done a video yesterday going on saying you're definitely, it's definitely not Andrew O'Neill, it's definitely not Andrew O'Neill, this, that and the third. Okay, you go, I go. You put your ID up and show us that it's Andrew
the driving
O'Neill.
licence.
Yeah,
I said that.
And if you put yours up, I'll put mine up. No problem. No problem. This is it. He'll try and delete me again now. He'll be on panic mode, trying to get them to blanket bomb me to get me name removed. But I've give all my ID. If they need my ID, I'm not asked. I've give full ID for me accounts now. If they want more ID and they want my picture and my passport.
How fucking crazy is that, though? I mean, think about this. Me and you are chatting right now, right?
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck if I've never seen your face before.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. It's not. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm speaking to you now. I don't need to see ID. What the fuck's that about?
This is it. I've got to see your picture. I've got to see your face. It's like, well, you don't.
That's what I said to him. Across that, right, with a guy called Thomas Dunn, right, who was pushing this Hampstead shit in America via Angela Power Disney.
Yeah.
That was an American soldier, so to speak, and he started pushing it, and he offered $100 to charity to go live and shit. And they wouldn't go fucking live, mate, without showing his face on camera and what have you, and all that sort of crap. It was crazy, mate. Absolutely fucking crazy. And we've got Lady Sparkle, right? She's in the group, and she's offered £200 to go live with Angela Power Disney. And will she fucking take the £200 to go to charity? No, she still won't go live. It's just a live broadcast, man. Wow. You know what I mean? 10 minutes of someone's time, which is £200 to the kiddies, to some sort of charity, whatever Angela Power charity she, as long as they ain't around. You know what I mean? And did she take up on it?
Andy Devine did it to me. He was saying on the video, and I'd already said to him in the comments, no, I'm not going on your channel or whatever. It's some lefty channel or whatever, or you're all scammers or you're all pedos sending people's... Because they have that Jesus and Natalie, they've been when they've been attacking Patriots, they've been putting pictures of the kids up on pedo sites and everything. I don't know if you know... I don't know if you've seen the one I put up of Rachel Sellers. I think it was the week before Christmas. Oh, it was horrible. A business has been attacked. All online, all anonymous online shit. A business has been attacked, making out she's a far right, this, that and the third. The businesses around her attacked. She ended up where she's gone from single parent but running a business to single parent on benefits the week before Christmas. You know what I mean?
See, that's common law's been broken there, you know what I mean? Yeah. Someone's at harm and loss.
These are the people you're dealing with. They've been putting pictures of people's kids online, on pedo sites and everything. It's just anything to scare you away. If you don't agree with them, they'll scare you away. That's why I've had a torrent of it. I just thought, you're playing the wrong game, you're barking up the wrong tree with me. You're just making it worse for yourself. The more you do, the more you're going to get. But... Here's what it is.
I'm knackered. I'm yawning now. I better go to bed, man. I've got work tomorrow, dude.
Cool, mate. Nice one for phoning up. And like I say, I encourage anyone to watch your work and whatnot and make their own minds up, because Andy's made out, they're this, they're that, they're third. I already said to people, I've spoke to you, I think you sound. I've spoke to Mike, I think he sound. Do you know what I mean? You've been taught whatever off Andy. You've been taught just hate these people because I don't like them. That's it. I encourage anyone.
We're not against any groups. We're not against. You know what? We're more political than you probably ever will think, but because we never get a chance to speak politics, you're never going to know what we think about it. We're more political than you think, man. And it's like just because we're stuck into this fucking child abusing Hampstead bollocks, we're not like that's just a month, 2 months of our life. That's all that is. You know what I mean? We're moving on to other things now.
This is it. People just need to stop being daft now and just talk. Just talk. We're running out of time.
If you don't believe so, ask questions. It's the best thing. Ask questions, man. Question everything.
That's it.
That's your God-given right. Question everything.
Bang on, mate.
But nice one, dude.
Nice one for calling, mate, and talk soon or whatever.
Man, we'll chat soon.
All right, take care, mate. Take care.
Guys.
Bye bye. Anyone else want to ring up? Be nice to get a victim on who's been attacked by these scumbags. These are the people that I wouldn't want to be associated with. This is the shit that they don't tell you. Anyone else want to ring and come on? It's fine. Anyone else want to come on? Any pirates want to come on? Colin Munro, you've been talking crap and slandering me. Come and have your say now, mate. No trick questions. You've seen what I've been asking all of you pirates. I want to ask you a few things. That's it. Come on and have your say now, because it's going to be more awkward when I see you face to face at the end of March. You're going to see me regardless. You may as well come forward now and have your say. Anyone want to ring in? Ring me. Is John Lawrence on comments? Just wondering if he wants to have a chat. John Lawrence, is John Lawrence in the chat? John Lawrence? I've not been watching the chat or whatever, because it puts me off when I'm talking, but is John Lawrence in the chat, anyone? Or anyone wants to come on? Pirates, come, not bothered. Andy Devine, Andy Decline, Andrew O'Neill, whichever you want to go by. You need to put your licence up, mate. If you've got nothing to hide and you're as transparent as you make out you are, you'd have no problems whatsoever. We've already seen your face. You say it's your name. You've shown us your house. We know where you live anyway, so you may as well just throw your ID up and then you'll prove me wrong, won't you? I'll throw my ID up, no problem. You throw yours up, then I'll go, no problem. Joe, do you want a ring or anything, mate? You can ring if you want. Mike, if you want a ring, anyone? It's just a chance for everyone to have the say, basically, and you'll get heard on both sides of the fence, because there's people just thinking it's me just outright attacking these people for no good reason, but clearly it is. I could read off a list of victims, but I'm not going to do that. If victims want to come forward and have their say, they can do. Everyone on that list has been attacked in one way or another by these people. Gary's been attacked, John's been attacked, Tim Scott's been attacked. They're the people that you know about. There's other people in between. If them people want to come forward, they can do. If they don't, I understand. Anybody want to ring him? If anybody's got Colin's number, Colin Munro, if anyone's got his number, text me his number and I'll ring him because he's avoiding me, the little shit. He slandered me. I've got the screenshots. He can't deny it. I want him to answer to what he said. Hello?
Hiya, mate.
Hi, mate. Who's that?
Black Cat, man.
Black Cat. Okay. Safe, Joe.
Yeah, man.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, man. How did it all fucking start, this?
Do you remember all the stuff that... do you remember all the stuff when John was getting attacked and he was having loads of shit?
Yeah, by that geezer.
That, Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
Obviously, me and you know John well or whatever. The shit that he was coming out with was spending $2,000 a week on crack off the GoFundMe and all that. You see what goes on, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what goes on.
Why was he doing that though?
This is what I'm saying.
Why did that Jesus do that? Yeah.
Exactly.
And start talking shit about John. Why did he do that?
Exactly, mate. Exactly. You can go around every single person that's been attacked and say, why was you attacked? There's never a motive. There's never a motive. So to me, if there's no motive, what they're doing it for? I don't see this shit happening in no lefty groups or whatever. It only seems to be happening on our side. To me, it just feels like a lefty-driven agenda. It does.
It does, yeah.
And to be fair, mate, I mean, you go on Tony Bugle's page and whatever, don't you?
I do, yeah.
I've been following her for years. You've probably followed her for years. There's loads of dragons that follow her and everything.
Yeah.
She's openly defended Jesus and Natalie against this J.A. Statham. I don't know if you know her. She's the one that runs that jihad site, really good videos or whatever on all the bombings and all that sort of thing. Right, well, you know, she was outright like proper attacked, a campaign of attack on her or whatever. Videos from Jesus doing it, videos of then Tony doing it, threatening to take a job and all that. So I've spoke to her for maybe 2.5 hours, talked to her all around the facts, all the people that have been attacked, went through everything with a fine tooth comb with her, because she was saying, no, the good people or whatever, I know Nat. And I said, well, the name's not...
And that's Jesus' missus.
Yeah. Well, the name's not Nat for a start, so she's not even right there. It's Samantha, so... I said to her, I'm not being funny, Tony. I know you won't want to admit it no more than anyone else wanted to admit it, but you've been duped. You've openly defended these people. Now, you know, the right thing for you to do as a leader and all that is to come forward and out them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Out them for what they are, because they're in all the groups, they're causing divide, they're causing all these problems, you know what I mean? They're causing actual harm to people's lives. When you're seeing someone going on benefits on fucking... You know Rachel Sellers, isn't it?
Yeah.
You remember the video that she did the week before Christmas, and she was saying, I've been attacked, the business has been whatever, and I'm on benefits and all this. It was heartbreaking to watch, and I thought, I could see where this was coming from, mate. I could see it. Do you know what I mean? I could see all the attacks coming in from all or whatever. And that's the only common denominator. It's them people in the middle, mate. It's them people in the middle every time or whatever. But you can
how come people are sending this guy money?
I don't know. It's mental.
Why are they doing it? Why are these people sending him money? And how did the conversation, of John, how did that conversation start?
John.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Jesus, How did John's name get brought up? Yeah. And then him start saying all that shit about John. Yeah. How did that begin? Do you know what I mean?
This is what I mean. It's sort of... I mean, if you ask Gary, there's a perfect example. Ask Gary why he was attacked. He made a big thing out of it on the video. I'm saying this about Gary. I thought Gary's a nice guy, but blah, blah, blah. And he was chatting the amount of shit.
I watched that today.
And then I asked Gary afterwards, and I said, what was it? You know, what was the thing or whatever? And it, honestly, mate, it was shocking. It was literally, he'd said, you know, can you have a word with whatever? And he said he would, but, you know, it's not in his control or whatever. Something along them lines. It was nothing at all. And he was making it out like it was a big fucking mountain. Do you know what I mean? It's like, he savagely attacked, you know what I mean? Who attacks Gary? Who attacks John? Who attacks these people? It's like, wow. Because like the first time, I think, it's
because they're too nice, you see.
This is what I keep saying to Gary.
Nice people,
and John. And John, I've said to them both, you're too nice for your own good, and people, not everybody, but some people will take advantage of that kindness.
Bullies always take advantage, man.
Yeah. It's literally...
They always see the weakness in people, you see. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you think, I think me and you like more on the same wavelength or whatever. How much shit do me and you spot from the sidelines and think, why is no one getting onto this? Why is no one getting onto it? Do you know what I mean? But when you, as soon as you go, right, all right, this is a scam or whatever, people, they start pointing the finger or whatever and go, oh, why are you saying this? It's infighting and all that. It's like, what do you want to do? Let you get scammed? What do you want? Go on then, go and sell your house like Andy did and double your money, and you're never going to get your money back. It's failed fucking technology.
Yeah. But that's because them people have give him money, you see.
Yeah, they've invested time, money,
and you're
everything.
shouting them out. Yeah. And they're embarrassed about them giving him fucking money. That's what it is.
It is, yeah. You bang on, mate. You bang on. You bang on. I mean, half of them, they'll come out of all sorts. Oh, we've not given any money and all that, and then it comes out a week later. Oh, well, some have give money, but they'll get that back and all this. I swear, mate. I bet you they all end up getting paid in seawater. That's as much as they're going to receive back.
I know. One of the comments.
Andy keeps saying
that I read.
Andy keeps saying that gold will be worth seawater will be worth more than gold. He keeps rubbing it in and saying it. I swear, mate, that's what they're getting paid in fucking seawater. They're stupid.
I know. They'll get a little fucking bottle of it in the post. But honestly, I read a comment before, about somebody put a comment up saying that a woman had asked for her money back off Andy, and he had a fucking good go at her about it.
Yeah. Honestly, mate, I've spoke to people that have come away from that group now and said, oh, I've been following it for ages or whatever, and I thought it was real, and now I've seen, you know, blatant things that have been pointed out. I've come away from it. And I swear, mate, the shit they're telling me, oh, Andy doesn't like us asking questions. He gets angry. I swear, mate, they've been groomed. They've all been groomed and brainwashed.
I know
can't believe it. But these people are telling it like it's just normal. Like, oh, he doesn't like us asking questions. I thought, that's what I said to him. I went, how are you as people or a group going to learn or grow when none of you are asking questions or learning anything? How's that possible?
I know, even Ollie the other day. Yeah, I was watching it, and Ollie didn't know really what to actually say when he was reading the comments. Do you know what I mean? All them comments, were all against Andy, and Ollie didn't have a clue what to actually say about him. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what, mate? I told Ollie days before about Andy. I told him all about it. I said, I'm not being funny, mate. I'm not going to highlight your name like I've done other people, but I've seen you in there on their live feeds. I've got screenshots of you being in there. Do yourself a favour and pull away from it. And then the next thing, the dickhead's got him on his show and he wouldn't read none of my comments. I thought, oh, it's like that, is it, BBC's dickhead? So, mate, I'm not sold with Ollie. I used to think he was all right, but now I'm do you know what I mean? What's he thinking? Keep having all these scammers on his show.
I know, but Ollie is trying to be the good person, in the middle of it, you see. You know what I mean?
To a degree, but do you know if I've already sent him the facts? I've already said to him, look, you know, I said to him, check on my profile, any of them profiles, and that's all you'll see, facts upon facts upon facts of previous scams and everything. I said, I'm not blagging it. I said, if you don't believe me, ring Gary. You know what I mean? He probably respects him more than me or whatever. Speak to Gary, speak to people, ask, this is a scam, I'm telling you, or whatever. And it was...
Why would you ask for money anyway?
Exactly.
I know.
This is it, mate. As soon as people are doing shit like that, you know straight away or whatever. Anyway, And
I know John does. Yeah, but I know why he does. Do you know what I mean?
What, mate?
Because he's got no fucking money, and he has to get to these fucking things to show people what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But sending this guy money,
exactly.
He don't even fucking do anything.
You and John provide a service. You go to all the fucking things. At the end of the day, people can't all get out. Some people, they can't get out. Some people are disabled. Some people, they just they haven't got opportunity. They've got kids. They've got whatever. Some people work, they can't. So for you to be doing what you are doing, to me, you're providing a service. I don't know if you was there at the time when me and John had this conversation, and he was saying. Everyone keeps saying I should do a GoFundMe or something, but I don't like asking for money. And I said to him straight, I said, mate, do you know what? I said, I'd usually say no, but for the sake of it, that you're providing a service. What I've just said to you then, do you know what I mean? You're providing a service. And at the end of the day, everybody, all these, I call them GoFundMe fucking patriots or whatever, because that's what it feels like. They're not. I think that if they stop GoFundMes tomorrow, they'll all be doing it the next week, the month after, the whatever. I think it'd fade back, personally. I know you and fucking John would be out there, though, because you've been doing it all this time without, you know what I mean? You've not needed money. You know what I mean? It's one of them things, but yeah, we should be pumping money into things like that. We should be pumping money into Tracy Blackwell's scraped together 36 grand for all that time, mate. That's shame. It's shameful.
It is, and she needs 150 grand.
Yeah. Do you know what we need, mate? We don't need money. We need someone who's had all the fucking work. They've got money from that house, then they can go, do you know what? I'll come back and do a bit of work for free or whatever and work for these cases that need it. We need someone who's a barrister who just thinks, fuck it, you can't fuck with me. I'm bulletproof of my mortgage is paid, everything's whatever, you can't fuck with me. That's the kind of person you need.
We need retired people, you see.
What's his name? Him, the Moss Buster. He's kind of the same, innit? He does the same. He's a planning manager, innit? Planning agent or whatever you call it for the land and that.
Is that?
And he stops the Moss now, and he's doing that for free. Like, you know what I mean? It's people like that we need coming forward, but like this is what pisses me off, mate. All the money that's being shoveled to scamming little bastards like that, and Tracy's literally having to fucking, you know what I mean, appeal to people's fucking nature or whatever, dragging herself about the streets, even on Christmas Day, and you've got Andy rubbing his hands. Honestly, mate, there's a video there, Danny Jones, yeah. He was just on or whatever. Yeah. And he's got a video
like a
of him
geezer,
there.
Man.
Yeah, he is, mate. Honestly, you won't have a chat with him. It
does seem nice.
We was told all sorts. Oh, the this, the that. The baby is the fucking drinking blood. You know what I mean? The shit that he was coming out of, and then when you speak to him, you think nothing like what you said at all. Nothing like. So you got to take a pinch of salt with the shit that these people are saying.
Of course you do, yeah.
I keep saying to everyone, just ask questions. If you're not sure about something, just fucking ask questions, because you're not going to learn nothing, you're not going to know nothing. Ask questions, and you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with asking questions. You know what I mean? If someone said to you and John now, do you mind, just explaining what you do with your money or whatever, you fucking John would run through that. No problem. Yeah, we've got some cameras, we've done this, done that, bam, bam, bam. They can't explain anything, mate. They don't want you to see nothing. They just want you to follow and just don't ask no questions. That's it. If you ask questions on that side, Andy will get angry. What the fuck? Andy's getting angry with women.
He's supposed to have a bar in here or something.
He had a bar. Apparently he sold it or whatever, but I don't know. But if you see that video with his name or whatever, he's told everyone. Bear in mind, he's told everyone he's connected to gypsies, and I know he's connected to gypsies recently.
Yeah.
So I know he's connected to gypsies or whatever. And as it, you know what I mean, as O'Neill as a name, that's more like a gypsy name. I'm not saying anything about anyone else that's called that.
No,
but it is kind of.
I know O'Neill is a.
It's along them lines, isn't it? Divine's
it is.
Fake name is Josh Bible, the one he was slating me about. That's a fake account. Well, clearly, you fucking idiot. My mum's not called me Joshua Bible. Actually, you know what I mean?
I know.
To me, that's a piss take name. It's blatantly, obviously fake. You know what I mean? That was the whole point of the fucking name. That's what I did it for. or whatever.
So if it wasn't a scam, where has this guy gone? This Jesus.
This is it, mate. He's disappeared.
He has disappeared
now.
Yeah.
He's
and
slithered
is it
away.
because his IP address has been let out and people know that he's in Stoke-on-Trent?
Probably, yeah. Probably, I imagine. He's probably moving. Imagine he's moving, but you know what I mean? It's one of them things now. See, the thing is, you know yourself, dragons and all these groups and whatever, they're everywhere. That kid's famous now. That guy's famous. She's lucky. She's only got one little clip with her face on it from what I've ever seen. No one showed me a face apart from one thing. That may not be her. I don't know. But we know what he looks like. Everyone knows what he looks like.
So who's this woman? Yeah, that's with that Andy.
I'm not too sure. Someone said it's his wife, but I don't know. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
And she's been so that Andy's been put down, hasn't he? He's been away, hasn't he?
Yeah, he says he got 2 years.
Because he's owned up to that, yeah, but he won't say what he's actually been put away for.
He has on one of the videos that I put, and he said he got caught for 7 grams of cannabis and he got 2 years. You tell me if that's right or not, mate. 7 grams of cannabis. Not 7 grand, 7 grams of cannabis, and he got 2 years. Most people just get a caution, a slap on the wrist and through back out, innit, within an hour, or street caution. But he's got 2 years, and he said, then he's changed it to, I got 2 years because the police wanted me to work for him and continue doing what I was doing, but I didn't want to work for him, so I took the 2 years. So he's lying both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All you have to do is watch a few of his things, and he trips himself up, he contradicts himself.
Yeah.
He just trips himself up.
He always says, because it's live, he's not actually telling the truth and he's not lying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you think, well, then you shouldn't even be saying it if you don't know, because a lie is harder. It's harder to keep telling, innit? Yeah. The truth is easy to tell, innit? Yeah. Because it's the truth, innit? Do you know what I mean?
I keep saying
as soon as you start lying.
That's what I keep saying to him, mate. You can't win, because I've not moved away from the truth or the facts this whole time. You've gone all around the houses, you've took me through muddy waters and all sorts of shit, and I've not moved off the rock of truth. You know what I mean? He can't face me now. He knows he can't face me. He's got questions he can't answer. He could answer him, but then everyone knows he's full of shit. To me, that's this. If he wants to go, oh, okay, look, you know, this guy might be talking shit. He's clearly got my name wrong. Let's throw your fucking ID up. Let's see your passport. Let's see your license. Whatever. Let's see your ID. Make me look a cunt. Show everyone that I'm wrong. If I'm wrong about that, you might plant out in people's heads or whatever, and they might follow you with something else or whatever. Yeah. You can't do it, mate. That's his name.
John said on a comment, he said, Divine was a grass, that's why he lives in Greece.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So why does he live in Greece?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is just really suspicious, and he's asking for money.
Yeah.
That's what makes it even worse, do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why the dragons, can never, ever, ever be dragged down. Yeah. Because they've never, ever asked for money off anybody. Yeah. The only person, that's ever asked for money was Graham.
And he had to go, obviously. That's what I mean.
Of course he did.
Do you know what, mate?
And he had to get away from it.
Honestly, mate, I still get shit from that. I still get shit, people still going on about it. Some of the dickheads now that are now pirates was originally still chatting shit. Raya, she's always in some of them. That's why I don't go on that some of them shows, that Unity thing and all that. She's always in there or whatever. She's been trying to expose me since Graham worked that one out. I watched it on a private chat or whatever, all them private groups, and there's there might be 10 people in there.
Oh yeah.
And I could see all this chat going on, and I thought, is she serious? Can she not see that I'm in this group? And I thought, oh, do what you were gonna do then. Apparently, from her side of things, she's been gonna expose me since Graham, and I thought, well, you're taking your time, aren't you? Either that or there's nothing to expose, you know what I mean? It's been a while. It's been a long while.
It has, yeah.
At the end of the day, mate, honestly, I still get shit from people off that. Like, not everyone. Most people was glad to see it. Was glad to see it gone because he was wrecking it.
There's a lot of people who are still brainwashed from him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That woman, some woman, I don't know who it was, but even if I knew, I won't mention her name, but she actually gave him grands.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and then all of a sudden, he had, at one point, it looked like he was going under, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, he got money, and then he got off from the Dragons.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He didn't really have much choice, I think.
I know,
he
but
painted
that
himself
looks
into a
suspicious
corner.
on its own, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To do that, to take money, and then go off and think that you're a dragon on your own.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's madness, mate. It's madness. When you look at the difference between Graham and Gary, and you think, wow, there's no, do you know what I mean? It's madness. No one's got a bad word to say against Gary. That's why they're all trying to attack Gary through my words. It's like, no, let's take it to how it was. You convict me on the words I've said, and you convict Gary on the words he's said. All Gary's asked you is, what's your flag about? And you've not had no fucking answers yet, or whatever. I've called you a fraud. I've called you a scammer. I've called you all these things. Come for me. Come contact me, and he won't. He won't, mate. He's got everything to lose by just one phone call. One 5-minute phone call with me, and that's it. He can't answer the questions, and then he's going to look an idiot, and that's it. It'll all go gurgling down the plug hole.
Yeah. Who's that snoring anyway in the background?
Debo.
Is it the dog?
He's a big old dog. He's about 13 now. He's massive. Massive. About 9.5 stone.
No way.
Yeah.
Everybody was commenting on it before, saying, "Who is that that's snoring, man?"
Can't wake him up. I feel mean.
I know, leave him asleep, man.
He's old now. He's getting
somebody's asked as well, how long has this been going on? Yeah.
Fucking
and it's been from I think September of last year.
I'd say Danny Jones, and that are probably the best people to ask, because we've only come across him because he's pushed his way into not pushed his way in, he's wormed the way into the Dragons.
Snuck his way into the Dragons.
Then once they've got in there and wormed the way in, then revealed what they're actually about and what they're doing. And then all the time we've been niggling, asking questions and not getting anywhere. As soon as you start asking questions and you don't get no answer, start digging. Start digging, because that person should just come to you and say, no problem, Joe, what's the questions, what's whatever, bam bam bam, go over it, no problem. As soon as they won't answer your questions and then start getting defensive and trying to call you things, you now know the truth, mate. You know you was right the first time.
Of course.
But it's mad. People are going to believe what they're going to believe, but I couldn't sit by at the end of the day doing what they was doing anyway, trying to worm their way into all these groups and whatever was bad enough what they was doing. But when I seen him target Tracy, the post that was getting put out, I don't know if anyone noticed, it was like the leader of a group, probably Andy, had sent a template, and certain people in that group, the same people, was pumping out all the groups, the same worded post, all around the groups of Tracy or whatever, and he was proper pushing to try and join the two, let's join the two, we need to put the fucking pirate fucking logo on the yellow vest and all this shit. And I private messaged Tracy and said, just warning you, quick heads up, this is a scam or whatever. Told her, have a look, feel free to have a look on my accounts and whatever, all the evidence of previous scams, whatever are on there. I'm just trying to keep you safe, you're going to do what you're going to do, but
of course, like you did
just
with
be
Eddie.
aware, just,
You know what I mean? I know.
You know what I mean? You think you're doing them a favour, trying to give them an heads up, but you can't make them listen. Eddie's a prime example. I don't know whether Eddie is okay or he's not okay. The more he hear, the less he sounds okay, to be fair, mate. I don't know. I like Teddy, you know that. I spoke to you before, innit?
I know, yeah. Yeah, I did. I've not got a thing against him, me.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
No.
But he's just slipping into
Same with him,
a
mate.
scam.
Same with him. He said, "Oh yeah, coming out with all these mad messages like it's FBI, CIA shit. I don't know, some crazy madness." Oh,
What, he thought that you were?
Yeah, some shit like that. He's like, "I will, but only a live chat. No way you can see each other." And I went, "Yeah, whatever." I said, my picture's on my profile. Have a look and then ask whoever." I told him to ask you, John, Tracy, fucking whatever. I said, ask any of these people. That's me. It's not some fucking, you know what I mean? It's not some government agency bullshit. It's just me. Do you know what I mean? I only do a live feed. I'm no kid and all that. And I was like, okay, this is going to go in a bit of a strange direction. But whatever. Yeah, let's do that then, Eddie. 3 times he said he would. 3 times he's never rang me. I keep telling him on posts or whatever. We was chatting on one of his live feeds because I've got another profile because he banned me, obviously, for a little bit. I didn't have any account, so I made another one up. Rick, whatever. It's can't remember, some black guy. Can't remember his fucking name, an actor. That's my other account or whatever. So I've gone on that one and started talking on there. And I was talking to Eddie on comments. I said, "You okay, Eddie? You okay, Eddie? No taking the piss or whatever." And I said, I thought you wanted to have a chat or whatever. Anytime you got to talk, I'm going live, whatever. Feel free to jump on and have your say. But even him, he don't want to come and have his say. You know what I mean? If he's got all this evidence of whatever and it's all genuine, I don't see the problem. If people was talking shit about me and I know it's shit, and their facts are nothing, they're saying, "Oh, these facts don't count." What? Because they come from someone you don't like? That doesn't work. You try that in court. "Oh well, I don't like the evidence that's being put forward because it's by some person that I don't like." That's not gonna wash.
No.
So it don't matter where you've got the facts from. They fell out the sky, dug them up out the garden. It makes no difference. Facts and evidence are facts and evidence. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So it's one of them things. These people won't ever do that. So the only way I can do out to get all these people in one location at one time is hang back and let them do the little circus day or whatever it is that they're doing, and then that's it. I know full well. I'll tell you in person when I see you. But we've got them in the bag, 110%. There's no doubt on the matter. They're all facing charges. Colin Munro, who's supposed to be a dragon, he's in their camp. He signed himself up as a trustee. All sorts. He's well back. He's in it up to his neck now. And he's Colin Munro. He's got a picture of a dragon, and he's got a picture of the pirate thing. It's like conflicts of interest much. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Is that the guy that had the American flag?
No, that was Kevin Blackburn. He's another idiot. He's another idiot. He was Graham's little fucking bosom buddy, little fucking, I don't know, little teacher's pet, one or something. But same again. Same with Witcher. He was the same with him, and he was the same with him now. He's there now in their camp. He's had King John Don't Want to Know Her living in his house and all that when he come over here. That's what I mean. These people, and then they're coming back in the other groups just like it's all normal and it's okay. It's like, no, you people are not right. We don't want you near our groups. This is why I keep saying, now it's been however many weeks since Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyone who's still in that group, you've seen the two in the throw, you've seen it all going on and whatever. If you're still there and you're stupid enough to still be there, cool, that's fine. We're going to take all your names down on a list and we're going to blacklist you. When this falls through the fucking floor, which it's going to on the end of March, then that's it. You're all getting named and shamed and blacklisted. That's it, every last one of you. Getting people coming, whatever, trying to play the victim. It's like, I'm not the one pushing the fraud. I'm not the one helping all this shit happen. You're facilitating what's going on.
Yeah, because the comments are all, why are you causing a riff and all that, you know what I mean? On theirs.
Can you imagine if Tracy would have gone full steam ahead with these and let him represent it all and everything, and then it turns out a fraud? Imagine Tracy's head then. She's in a bad place now. Fucking hell, she's not even had time to mourn or anything, to grieve or anything. It's to see her there, still at it on Christmas Day, mate. My heart was out there for her, and that little bastard, Andy Devine. He sat there on a video. Honestly, have a look on Danny Jones's page. He sat there rubbing his hands, going, "Oh, Tracy's this, that, and the third. What a present," and all that. And I thought, you sick piece of shit. How can you not? You know what I mean? How can you not feel anything other than heartbreak for her? Do you know what I mean? She's out at Christmas. She should be fucking with her kids, and the kids have been took, and that's never gonna. You can't get justice from that. It's not.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
And I put a post out. I don't know if you've seen it. It was a picture of the one that did that to the three boys, and the one that did Darren Osborne, and it's showing you a thing of the sentences and whatnot of what they got. Darren Osborne got 43 years, and the other one got 13 for 3 lives. And people are saying, "Oh, it's fake, it's fake." I said, "Well, wait, where's it fake? Show me the evidence." It was the same judge. It was the same. You know what I mean? You show me where it's wrong, and the amount of people that shared it. But then you get people saying, "Oh, it's fake, it's fake." It's like, well, it's clearly not. It seems it because it's so ridiculous that a judge would fucking do one sentence so light and then one sentence so fucking heavy. It's mental. But to me, that you keep showing the public things like that, where this is what's going on, this is actually what's happening, and that's the things that will wake people up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people though, because everybody's woke up at different stages. They don't know, and they can't take too much information in.
Yeah, you can't be.
Do you know what I mean? It just wrecks people's heads. Yeah. It did with me at first. Do you know what I mean? It did with you at first. Do you know what I mean?
You think they're mental or something, don't you?
You think you're fucking stupid, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then you suddenly start. Oh, it's like a jigsaw. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And you start putting all the pieces together, and you just think, no way is it like this. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
It's mental. I mean, to me, I feel like I've done full circle. I've come in, seeing the problems that Islam's bringing. I've gone down that route. I've done all whatever, and I've ended up seeing that, you can keep standing outside the mosque and that, and I will do. I'll stand with anyone, you know that. You know what I mean? I'll stand with anyone, but that's not the solution. The solution is us all getting behind common law, all using our constitution to replace whatever. At the end of the day, do we want Sharia law, or Sharia, otherwise you get idiots saying law.
I know, law.
Do you know what I mean? Do we want Sharia, or do we want common law? You know what I mean? To me, that should be an easy choice, whether you stand on the left, the right, or somewhere in between. You should want British law, common law, obviously.
Of course you should. Yeah.
To me, if, people like Batten and all that, he's wrote 2 books on the Constitution, so he knows the importance of it and what we can do with it. He knows Sharia is unlawful. If someone like him said, right, all right, this is our aim, to me, you've got to be honest. Don't beat around the bush. Tell people what you're going to do. We're going to replace, you know what I mean? We're going to kick Sharia back to where it comes from. It's not lawful. It's not whatever.
No,
we're getting
it's
rid of it.
That's the plan. At all.
But to me,
with any of our laws, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, you look at that or whatever. I can have one wife, you can have one wife, but Mohammed can have 4. How's that fair? Is it bigamy or is it not? Are we all equal under the law, or are we not? Because it seems not. If he can have 4 wives, but if I have another wife, it's bigamy. Seems like we're not all equal, doesn't it? There's loads of little things where you can point it out to people, and it's got to slap you in the face a little bit and think, well, that's not right. How can that be? But it is. That's the world we're living in right now today.
It is. Yeah.
And everyone's pulling in different directions. There's so many groups and parties now. It's ridiculous. You've just diluted any power that we had by so many groups. You've all got to find one thing in common. Just one thing. It don't matter what the hell it is. Just one thing. And all stand together.
Just got to all agree on one thing.
Now, to me, that could only be the one thing that's going to save you, common law and constitution. It's not about politics. Don't give a shit whether you vote whatever, or you're in this group, you're in that group. Educate yourself around that. Protect yourself with it. You've seen yourself your day in town, Section 35s, get out of town and all that.
I know.
As soon as you know your shit with common law, you tell them to stick that right up their ass. As long as you don't swear, you can tell them to stick that right up their ass. You know what I mean? You can literally laugh at them. You know what I mean? There's loads of things that you can do just because you're in lawful rebellion, and if they try and act against you, they're acting treasonous. Yeah. Even if they do whatever, and even if you get arrested, makes no difference. You get arrested and all that, and you stick to your guns. Come the charge desk, he's in a predicament, and if he takes it any further to court, it's even more of a predicament because you've acted out of whatever. That's why I say to people, whenever anything's going on, everybody video it, everybody. So you've got a million different angles, and then when he's trying to lie and he says, oh, whatever happened, and he tried resisting or whatever, or he pushed me or whatever. You've seen the shit they come out with, make excuses just to lock you up.
Because the police have not got a clue what you're actually talking about.
No.
Have you watched that video that's going about where they've come about somebody speeding in a BMW?
No.
Right, well, there's a video that's flying about, where they've come to the guy's door, a man and a woman, officers, and he has used common law on them.
Was it in Scotland?
Yeah.
I seen it this morning,
I watched it this morning. Yeah, and he was talking to the woman, and he was saying, "Are you a police officer or are you a constable?"
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Yeah. And she did not have a clue.
She was learning, wasn't she? You could see it. You could see the brain. Of course,
she was learning. she will go home, and put common law into her computer, and she will learn. She will study it. Do you know what I mean? And she'll think, fucking hell, man, no way was that guy correct.
You seen yourself that day, that copper, and he was like, it's true, I've researched it, whatever, you know, the pension thing.
The pensions,
You seen the faces around it, there was shots like, what, it's true, that's it, them coppers are going home. As soon as they go home, they research it, and they realise that's going to spread like wildfire. Before you know it, they all know it. And that's it, you've now just brought it to what it needs to be. All these people
you've
that have
sown
been,
the seed.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
You protecting that golden egg like it's the best thing in the world. You've let over 1 million kids and counting be raped and passed round, and to protect half a golden egg? It doesn't look as good as it did before, does it? Do you know what I mean? It's that simple. Get another job. Get another job. If you can't do the job that you was put there to do, leave the job. You know what I mean? There's that many ex-forces that jump into that job and do it without any problems whatsoever. Then they'll stick to the oath they brought. You know what I mean? They'll stick to the oath that they did.
Yeah, but they don't realise, you see, the coppers don't realise that there is two different police.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
They just don't realise that because they've only been taught that there's one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And as soon as they come for, they're not doing it on somebody getting injured. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they're coming for money, or coming to take something from you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Then they're acting unlawfully. You know what I mean? And they don't realise that because they haven't been taught that way. You see, it's just like the common. It's just like common law. Yeah. It's exactly. I didn't get taught. You don't get taught that shit in school. Do you know what I mean? Because they don't want you to know anything about it.
Exactly.
Why would they? If they taught that in school, they'd be fucked.
They're not even teaching the people that are learning law. That's what I mean. They don't want that. They want acts and statutes.
They're clever. You know what I mean? They've got to be clever, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? Or the people will just be going, no, because that's not right. You know what I mean?
You've seen it with me, innit? When we're out and about and the police are trying to contain us. you know what I mean? Did they stand a chance bothering with us? As soon as we say a few things, that's it. They just leave us and think, right, fuck it, leave them. We can't do now. You've seen it yourself, mate. It works.
Yeah. I tried it that day, didn't I?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I tried it, but I didn't know enough.
Yeah. You've got. It's one of them. You've just got to. To me, it's like powers. It's like magic powers. It stops you. It stops you getting fucked with. It just works. I don't care. All that uniform, all them weapons you've got, and everything, and they're useless to you. There's nothing they can do. You know what I mean? You've got to take that. You've got to take that power back. Take your consent back. That's it.
Yeah. The only people that they learn that is to the solicitors.
Yeah.
And the judges.
Yeah.
They don't teach that to anybody else. No. Yeah. Because that would just wreck everything. Do you know what I mean? Only they can talk their language.
Yeah.
That's what they think. Legally, and now it's us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's learning their language.
Honestly,
they've always spoke like that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Have you heard the way they speak in the Parliament?
Yeah.
Hey, my honourable fucking friend. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And all that, yeah.
Not an honourable one amongst them.
Yeah, that is their language.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't know what the hell they're talking about. Do you know what I mean? And they don't want us to know what they're talking about. They all know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're clever, man.
It's mad. It's mad. But, you know what I mean? We're just falling for it all in the middle. We're just lapping it up and just getting played, I think. Politics is not going to save us. How can it?
No.
You know what I mean? If politics was going to save us, UKIP would have just went, we're using our constitution, we're replacing Sharia, we're changing things, we're putting Britain first, we're putting the British first, that's it. You know what I mean? No one's got a problem with China doing that shit. You know what I mean? You tried putting Islam out and building a mosque in China. See what happens.
I know.
You go and ask anyone in China, take your flag down, you're offending me. See what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we just bend over and take anything. Oh, right, okay, we're offending someone. Let's take another thing. Let's chip off another bit of our heritage away. I'm sick of it, mate. I don't care. You seen it. You know what I mean? Call us racist, call us what you want. It's water off a duck's back at this stage, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Just silly ways to stifle facts and evidence and decent conversation coming out. That's all it is.
I know. I put a thingy up on my timeline.
Yeah.
A video of of like the history of the mosques and all that.
Yeah.
And the first mosque, there was in 1939 or something, was the first mosque, in England.
Yeah.
And by within like 40 years, there was fucking like 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And you think, how are they letting them do that?
Yeah. Look at Didsbury Mosque, it was given to him.
I know.
Given to him, or it was £1 or something ridiculous. They literally give it to him. The council give it him, and now they. I don't know whether this is true or not. Someone told me last night. I've not had time to check it out. That Didsbury Mosque, the guy from there, the hate preacher, the whatever. The police have said, oh, it weren't him. It was a mistake. They translated it wrong.
I actually read that before on Stand Up to Racism's website.
See, if that's true, we need to get that video, because at the end of the day, Mustafa Islam or someone like that, he could convert that for us, no problem. Because if you remember, they tried this trick with the Leanne Downs one, and it was all whatever, and then it got transcribed and all that. They got, what was it, 250 grand each or something for the inconvenience of chopping a girl up and putting her in a kebab.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what I would love to find out? Yeah. You know all these fucking groomers?
Yeah.
Why, if they're all supposed to be working, why are they all getting legal aid?
Oh, yeah.
Every single one of them gets legal aid. Yeah. So that means all these flaming guys, who've been raping kids, for years and years and years, have never ever worked.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So why aren't they looking into that as well?
Exactly. This is the thing,
Do you know what I mean?
mate. I mean, it's like all this stuff that Andy's pushing now, all this horrible shit about them kids or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago. Them kids are now adults, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Look at Rochdale, look at Rotherham, look at all these places. We could be hitting these places because we know they've done wrong. We know they've done shit. We know they've covered it up. We've got the facts or whatever. We should be pumping all our
energies. It's come out about Bradford now as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. This is it, mate. If anyone thinks it's not happening near you, you're just not looking for it. You're not. It's happening everywhere.
It is.
There's not many. I don't think there's many places at all where it's not happening.
Where it isn't.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we go all over, and you can see the signs of it, can't you?
You can, yeah.
It's
You know what I'm gobsmacked about?
Yeah.
How there's still these holiday places, these travel places.
Yeah.
Are still advertising, for holidays in France.
Yeah. Like
and
anyone
in Germany,
wants to go there.
Yeah. I know, and you think no one's going to go, but people are still going on holiday, to France and Germany and Belgium and Canada, and you think, don't you know what's actually going on in the world?
Yeah. This is
Do you know what I mean?
My niece was supposed to be going. I think her dad had paid 900, something like that, 900 quid or whatever. And then as soon as I heard about it, I thought, are you joking? Because it's one of them. She's only young and she's a nice looking girl as well. Do you know what I mean? You could see something bad happening to her. She's not really streetwise or out like that. Do you know what I mean? She's probably lived a bit of a sheltered life, to be fair.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to be going there with like a few from school, like a school fucking trip and whatever. So I showed her dad a few videos from whatever from there. That was it. Then bam, cancelled, gone, done. I thought it's better to be like that than end up something bad happening. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
Take them somewhere yourself.
They've got to be warned. If you don't know, you have to warn people. Do you know what I mean?
To me, anyone going anywhere like that, it's because you sat there plugging yourself into the TV and believing any shit that they pump out for it. You know what I mean? If you listen to that shit, you've got no chance. You can't even see it coming.
I know. My daughter went to Paris, Disneyland, before Christmas. Yeah, and I said to the missus, what are you letting her go there for? Yeah. I said, the place is fucked. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I said, they've wrecked it. I said, right, and when they were over there, there was places where they weren't allowed to go, and there was roadblocks and all that, and the teacher said to them, that it was because of the football. And I said to my daughter, I said, Ella, I said, the football finished 2 weeks ago. Do you know what I mean? I said, why would it be? Why would it be about the football if it finished 2 weeks earlier? Do you know what I mean? I said, they're lying to you.
The excuses are getting lamer now. Look at the excuses. Look at that one we did in Manchester, and then Manchester Evening News put that thing out saying we was doing a demo outside Greg's against the vegan sausage rolls. It's just getting beyond the joke now. You just think, well, at least we're not far right racist today.
I know.
Just it's mental, mate. It's mental, but hopefully people can see what's going on and can try and spot these things, man. If the Dragons, you know what I mean, have been around all this time, they've never asked for no money, they've only ever shown you how to protect yourselves and your family and all this shit, putting all your property in trusts and everything so no one can fucking have you over. They're not going to all of a sudden go, right, all right, we're against the people now because these pirates are on the scene. You know what I mean? We're not pirates, you know what I mean? These dragons and whatever are only going to show you good things. They're not going to try and offer you shares or whatever. And if you want shares, if you want to try and get rich scheme or whatever, go elsewhere. Don't come at the Dragons or whatever, because we're not about that. We're really not. We're just trying to show you how we can all join together, all have something in common and use it. It doesn't matter. You can all go back to your little groups and segregated whatever if you want to afterwards, but stand together on one thing: common law and constitution.
Joe's put Joe has put, where is it? Mainstream media ain't reporting true facts. Yeah. But have the media ever reported the true facts?
No, I don't think so.
The only thing that the media are interested in, is making money.
Yeah.
Selling newspapers. Yeah. And the stories that they put in them, would be boring. Yeah. If they put the truth in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they jazz it up a bit, try and make it into something
they have
it's
to
not.
jazz it up. Of course they do.
Of course.
Yeah, or nobody buy the bloody paper, would they?
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
They won't be making any money.
This is it. I mean, a few people have said it now. I've heard a load of people say it now. We keep targeting this, that and the third. We need to target the media first because they are the problem. They're convincing all these idiots that won't do a bit of research and just quite happily plug themselves into the TV for 6 hours a day or something, brainwashing themselves that everything's all right, and it's just a few people that are pissed off about whatever. You know what I mean? They make it out. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just a few people. You know, look at the things that they do where they take shots of whatever and they go, oh, look, there's only a few people. And then when you see a real picture and you think, fuck off, who's thousands? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I know.
Look at that, what they said in Manchester that time, the Tommy one. Oh, 750 people. What? There's like 8,000 people there. Easy, no problem.
It was fucking heaving.
They couldn't get them
even
all
when
in.
they did London, and that clown, whatever his name is. What's his name? That silly little lefty, Jones. He said there was about 1,000 people there.
Yeah. This is it. And he's another one that was worming his way in and trying to pull people aside. Same shit. You know what I mean? These people are the same shit, different day. These are not our people. They're not. They don't even look or sound like our people. They're nothing like.
No.
They're not on the same. They're not on the same level at all. They're literally saying a few right things and trying to fit in, and then causing shit and causing divide.
You know what? The media, should be scared, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
They should be fucking scared, to tell lies.
Yeah.
And because they're getting away with it, they're not scared at all. So that's why the lies just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. You see it in America. Do you know what I mean? In America, that's why Trump is always calling them out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're a liar, and he says it in front of all the other media. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why he does it.
That's why everyone was buzzing with Tommy when he's exposing them, going in the offices and all that. Do you know what I mean? Bring it to them, show your face, let's make you famous or whatever. They didn't like it.
Let's make you scared.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? These people shouldn't be able to walk around the fucking streets. Do you know what I mean?
It's mad.
Just like when we went to Finger, we went to down to that shop where them young kids got levered.
Oh
by
yeah.
We went down there. When we were stood outside the shop.
Yeah.
The BBC walked over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And John went like that. John went, where are you from? And they went the BBC. And John went, fuck off, fake fucking news, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's right. Everyone needs to do that instead of standing there talking to
That's what everybody needs to do, is just go, fuck off, fake news, man. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to start saying to him, we pay your fucking wages, and all you do is lie to people about the shit that's happening. You know what I mean? It's your fault that all this shit is happening, really.
Yeah, that's it. Even that, no one has to pay. No one has to pay TV licence, but you've got all the idiots still paying it. It's like, wow, what he's doing? Why would you pay for... Whether you like the BBC or not, why would you pay for something if you don't have to?
People are scared though of getting put in prison. Because that's the threat that they've been able to get. Do you know what I mean? Because of who owns the media.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean?
We've got a spinning dish on the van, we know what to... Fuck off, you don't know nothing, you can't come in anyway. Get to fuck.
Well, it's the same, going off the subject a little bit, but it's the same as them fox hunter fucking idiots. Yeah. It's only because of who they are on them horses. Yeah. That's the only reason why the government will not ban fox hunting. Because it's all ex-fucking coppers. And MPs and all these rich heads. It's all them people, who are on these horses. So, of course, they're not going to ban it, because they all piss in the same pot.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it, mate. It's bangers. Everything's set against us, and we've got all these people in our groups trying to divide and cause all this shit, and you think, wow, go to the left, go to there. I'm sitting there, camp. But this is the thing, mate. I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing now, you know, it's one of them. In my eyes, Tony's got, fucking hell, Tony's up the tree. I don't give a shit. Tony's up the tree. She's one up near the top or whatever, and she's got a voice, whatever, and she's defended these people. She should really have something about her now and come forward and say something. I think she should be saying something. Cast them out and say, I was duped. Everyone beware of him, you know. Needs to do something. The facts are on the table. It's there. You've either been duped. Do you know what I mean? What's the alternative? You've been duped. You've been duped. You know what I mean? You can't just sit on it and just think, oh well, I just won't say now. No, sorry, Tony. You know what I mean? People have followed you, respect you, and whatever, and you should have the decency to say, I was wrong. I got it wrong, whatever. Everyone beware of these people. I was duped.
Does she
if
know
I can
them
be duped,
personally,
anyone can
though?
be.
That's the thing.
She says she knows Nat very well. She's known her for a couple of years or something, the way she said it. She had her round at her house. They sat on the third. But she thinks her name's Nat, so how well do you know her? Do you know what I mean? This is the thing, mate. It's just... To me, if you're a leader of a group, you've got to do the right thing by people. People are relying on you doing the right thing. If you tell them the wrong thing, they're all going to do it. They're all just going to believe it.
That's why there shouldn't be. That's why there shouldn't be leaders.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree with it. It's one of them. It's okay if you're gonna, you know what I mean. You've got to be able to take a little. It's not even criticism, constructive criticism or whatever. You've got to be able to take it a bit and work with it and listen to what people are saying and whatnot.
Of course, you have to. Yeah.
If you think you might be wrong or you're being told you're wrong, go and do your research. I've shown you. I've shown you where to look. It's not like you're having to go and look. Go and look and search for it yourself. I'm showing you where it is. Here's all the stuff. Here's all the facts. You're wrong. Do you know what I mean? 2.5 hour conversation, and we've gone all around the houses with her, and it's ended up where it's one of them. Oh, I'll have a word and whatever, but I've not heard anything back from either Tony. I've not heard no mass apologies from these idiots. I've not heard nothing. They've all gone quiet. To me, when people go quiet, I just think, why would you do that? What's that about?
Yeah, suspicious.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do another live tomorrow. I'll private message Tony and I'll see if she wants to come on and have a chat, because, do you know what I mean? You follow her, I follow her. There's loads of people in our groups that follow her.
Yeah, I like Tony.
I do.
You know what I mean?
I've always respected her. I've always liked the fact that she's got that voice and she's not afraid to use it or whatever. But when you've got it wrong and you've attacked someone and you threaten to take the job and all that, and you know what I mean, you could have it. If you've got it wrong on one, and I'm pointing out 8 where they're all wrong, then I'm sorry, but chances are your one's probably wrong.
Yeah.
So it's one of them things. I just think honesty is the best policy. You know what I mean? If we're all honest and we're all doing the moral thing, then we won't have any of these problems. When you let it go bubbling away, like that with John, I didn't even know about that shit with John until I brought Jesus' name up, and then I had to pull it out of John. You know what I mean? You know what he's like.
I know. Well, he didn't even tell me.
Infight,
John.
or whatever, don't like it. Did he not?
No,
see, I thought
he didn't.
I
didn't know. I didn't know until you told me that day. And then I said to John, why didn't you say anything? You know what I mean? Why didn't you say something? Right? And we could have, because what it needs is, you need your friends around you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That you can trust. Yeah, to fucking stick up for you.
Exactly, mate.
Do you know
Even
what I mean?
that day when I said to him, you know, I said, well, I'll speak to him. I said, I don't know him. I said, but I'll speak to him and just tell him he's got his wires crossed. You know, it's just one of them things. He's heard something. Maybe it's Chinese whispers, whatever. I'll put him straight. It's fine. You know, we've all got to work together. That's the angle I come at him at that Jesus or whatever. Just the torrent of shit I received, and I thought, why would you be like this? You know, it's a mistake. You can ask any of these people.
Why do you think Tommy was arrested that day in Leeds?
Yep. Someone else pointed that out, mate. Yeah.
Right, because he didn't have the right people around him. Yeah, and he couldn't trust them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. He should have been there. Yeah, but he should have had somebody else recording that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was the leader. Yeah. That's why you can't have leaders. You see, because all they do is attack the leader and try and get rid of that leader. Yeah, to try and break the team up. Do you know what I mean?
Fair, what the yellow vests are doing, you bang on there, mate. What the yellow vests are doing and whatever, and they're saying, no, there is no leader. So the night before a demo, whose house are you going to come and knock on and try to arrest because there is no leader? You bang on, mate.
Yep.
You bang on with stuff like that.
Yeah. But have you noticed how people who are up front are getting arrested?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The people who stick out...
Tell you he's not been arrested, mate, and you think everyone thought they would have. Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy's pushed it. Oh, yeah, and never been bothered. Why is that? You think, you know what I mean? What's the difference between Tracy and all the other people that are doing whatever? Tracy's come to the dragon, she's learned everything.
You know why, don't you?
Yeah.
Because if they drag her about, then they know then that the truth would come out. They would have to bring the truth. They would have to bring the truth out. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
To a degree.
Not Tracy bringing it out.
Yeah. To a degree, but they dragged, was it Tracy's? I don't know if it was Tracy's niece. I might be getting it mixed up, but it was one of the...
Yeah, that young girl.
Yeah, she was only 13. They was dragging her about, do you know what I mean?
I know.
To me, that was to provoke a reaction, that. They wanted it to go...
Yeah, of course it was. But she was only protecting Tracy.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing that she actually done that day, was protect Tracy. Yeah. And then they grabbed her, to cause a reaction. Yeah. So then they could get the dibble in the black out with the sticks.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
They're trying to make it. They're trying to paint it so it's bad and people are not attracted to it because they can see people
that's the way they think they can bring us down. You see, is to tarnish us all, with racist and fucking Islamophobia crap. Do you know what I mean?
Well, look what we was talking about that day on them first few yellow vest things. The amount of different people that we've never seen before, and now all of a sudden, all these people are talking or whatever and getting on with each other. They don't want that.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
Yeah, they don't.
As soon as we all get on, they're in a predicament because we're all going to stick together on something. And when we all stick together and stand in one place at one time, that's it. They're fucked. They'll have to bow down. They can't not do.
Yeah. I know. The only thing that I find a bit wary though, is you don't know who is who. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I find a little bit. Yeah. I kind of like stand off a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
You've got Uber,
because I don't know who that person is. Yeah, it could be anybody. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And there he is trying to befriend you. To get into the group. To wreck the group. Just the same as Andy yeah,
exactly.
was trying to get in with the Dragons, yeah, and try to get in with Tracy, and try to get in with Eddie, and try to get in with all the main people, yeah. That's all he's been doing.
This is it, mate. This is it.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But people are slow to spot it. This is what I mean. Me and you are like more on the ball, like, you know. Some of these people, mate, honestly, I feel sorry for him. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know whether it was a fucking brain injury fucking thing or they've been drinking too much fucking water. I don't know what it is, but I feel sorry for him because if you confront him with the facts and go, look, come on, be real. This is the previous scams. This is this is the racist manager that calls black people apes. This is the fucking manager that's been done for sending indecent images of children. This is the people you're supporting. Do you know what I mean? And they're still going, yeah, but our flag means what? Oh, I swear, mate. It's like I don't even know what to say to him. I just think, wow. Am I wasting my breath? Am I just wasting my time on you?
What? I know. You know what? I'm not even, gonna. I've not even looked into, that flag shit.
No.
Yeah, because I don't want to. You know why? Because it's there as a smoke screen.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
It is, mate. Everything like this. It's to distract you from what's actually important. It is.
Yeah.
All this energy that's been spent going into just trying to stop these bastards and trying to stop him scamming people and dirting. It's one of them. To me, that was the most important thing. You know, after seeing things evolve into what they are or whatever, as soon as I seen them target Tracy, I thought, no, this has got to stop right here, right now. You know, you can pull
that's
other
why
causes.
That's why I said that day. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When I said to you, stop wasting your energy, on that, and you couldn't, you see, because you had to save these other people. Do you know what I mean? They're all in we're all in the same boat, and you were dragging people out of the water. Do you know what I mean? To help them, and I was trying, to turn you away from it, when really I should have been saying, no, let's fucking go at them. You know what I mean? To get them out of the fucking way.
Yeah, this is it. They need cutting out like cancer. They
do.
These people, they've not got a single good bone in the body. I keep saying this to everyone. Show me one thing that them people have brought to the table that's any use to anyone.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. That's Jesus. Oh, he's a jihadi hunter. He's a pedo hunter. He's this, that, and the third, a hacker. Well, he's not managed to shut my account down, and I've been ripping them all a new arsehole since before Christmas. So he's not a very good hacker. I've asked him to show me one case of either. Show me a case of a pedo that you've caught. Show me a case of a jihadi that you've caught. You're claiming all these things that you are, yet you can't show any evidence to it. He said he was in a Manchester gang. Okay, tell me what Manchester gang he was in so I can go and confirm it. Can't tell me
so he's from Manchester, is he?
He says he is, but I say his accent says different.
I do.
So I think he's just chatting shit, mate. I think he's just come with a load of shit thinking everyone will just believe me and whatever. And to be fair, mate, they played a good game.
They
played a good game, but it's out
because I was listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is it. I've seen loads of people from the sidelines watching what's going on because you can tell with the views. You think, well, it's had a lot of views and very little comments, and you think people just need to speak up, have an opinion. You know what I mean? And speak up because at this moment in time, it just looks like it's me that's got a problem with them. You know what I mean? But the more people speak out, you can tell. It's so clearly obvious when you speak to anyone off, like on a private chat and all that. They'll tell you all sorts, and you think, speak out. You know what I mean? Tell people what you're telling me because I can't throw your name up and go, right, this person said this and this person said that. But for anyone else to listen, you think, wow, some of the people that have come out that camp, mate, we can't ask Andy questions. He gets angry, and I was like, wow, what can you say to that? You know what I mean? But this is it, mate. Things have got to change, and the things me and you was talking about last time, I think me and you need to crack on more on that side of things.
We do, yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll spot these things a mile doing them side of things.
I know. But it's good when you stand on the sideline.
Yeah, you can see everything, can't
you? And watch.
Yeah. Do you
know what I mean? It is good. I actually enjoy doing that more than anything else, really.
Different, isn't it? Different.
It is different, yeah.
You spot everything before it happens, don't you? You think,
do.
wow, sneaky bastards, look at this.
I know, yeah. Stand Up to Racism on their website, they put that their table and all that. Do you know on Saturday? That their table got kicked over and everything.
Yeah, seeing that. Someone sent it the other day.
and I thought, fuck off. Yeah. No way. I was like, nobody even got over to him. No. Yeah. Only a couple of people at first went over there, and then as soon as that geezer kicked off, then the police stood in between, didn't they?
Right, yeah.
Oh, you weren't there, was you?
No.
No, then the police stood in between, yeah? And then everybody then, well, most people then went over, yeah, and stood behind a St. George's flag.
Right.
Yeah, and stood there behind the police, yeah? So nobody then went over to the store. Yeah. Nobody. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And everybody was just shouting. Yeah. And they said that they were attacked. Yeah. And do you remember that one where we wandered about in town that day when them people were picketing? Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
They said, Stand Up to Racism said that that the far right, the racist and Nazis attacked the picketers.
This is it, mate. They just make pure shit up, innit? But
they do, of course they do.
People who are not there, you know what I mean? Who they're going to believe? Us, the far right, apparently.
Yeah,
or
I know.
The BBC, who they trust and they pay money to, like idiots.
These people they need calling out.
Yeah. This is why I say to everyone, when you go to a demo, it doesn't matter whether you want to or not, just fucking video it and live stream it and get it out there, because the more people, you know what I mean, the more people do it, you can see it's just normal people. They're not these far right maniacs that they've been made out to be. They're good, decent people. You know what I mean? How many good people have we met? We'd have never met before if it weren't for this kind of thing or whatever.
I know, yeah. I've met loads, man.
Exactly. I mean, and then on the other side of things, how many idiots? Oh, these racist Nazis. Yeah. They're in short supply of Nazis, so they have to call everybody a Nazi.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. They think it's getting. You know what? That racist and Nazi, I've got thrown about that much that them two words don't mean anything anymore.
Water off a duck's back now, innit? It's nothing.
It is. They don't mean anything.
No.
It's like
they've ruined the name. They've ruined the meaning of it. If there is a genuine a racist issue now, people just think, oh, he's just saying it. He's just saying it.
Yeah.
You want it out. It's no use no more. It's just like calling you fucking any word in the. You know what I mean? It's neither in or there. It's nothing. Racist. You just think, oh. You just laugh now, innit? How many times we get racist and just laugh at him? You can't make us angry no more. We just laugh at you and think, wow, you're pathetic.
I know. But they still keep shouting at you, see, because they've got nothing else to shout.
That's it. They just chant rubbish. They've got nothing else to say because they're annoyed. They're thinking, why is it not working? It's worked for a long time. Why is it now stopped? We've got bored of it, that's it. We've got bored. It doesn't have any effect no more. That's it.
I know.
Pick something else, come back with facts.
Yeah. Because there's starting to get too many of us, you see, now.
Yeah. That's it.
So, people are starting to wake up.
That's it. Look at the size of their groups now. They're dwindling like mad. And ours will just keep getting bigger and bigger. Okay, we're all divided at this moment in time. Wait till we all clamp down onto one thing, and that's it. We're all seeing eye to eye on one issue, and that's it. We're all going to stand together. All of a sudden, then they've got an issue, and then they'll listen because that's it. You're now looking at a predicament where you're in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that Colin Munro's fucking text saying that where's it gone? A Holstead troll. I wanted him to phone and explain exactly why I am this, because I'm going to meet him in March anyway, so It would have been nice for him to tell me why exactly it is.
Yeah. Why are you coming down to London with us all? Yeah.
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 There'll be something before. I'll speak to you on private message or when I see you and that. But
yeah.
We're going down.
We're going down on the 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and staying until the Sunday.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll be sweet.
And we've got somewhere to stay as well.
That's all right, isn't it? That's all right.
But so come down with us. You know what I mean?
We've got a bit of a fun day there. I think it should be a bit of a laugh. There's a few coming.
There is.
But it'd be mint, mate. It's just one of them things. These scammers, I swear, it's unreal. As you get rid of one, another one pops up. It's like whack-a-mole. There's another one now. Gary exposed probably a year ago. Tom Parsons, I can't remember the name of the group that he's in or whatever. That's being pushed again at the minute. It's like, wow, it's been exposed as a scammer. Ollie's on about having him on the show again. I said to Ollie, I said, your show's the first stop they come to when they're starting a scam. He took it all offensively and whatever. I said, well, you're letting them on and you're not asking them no questions. You're just letting them talk shit and push a fraud and you're just lapping it up. You didn't like it, but it's true. Do you know what I mean? You seen it that day when he had Andy on. You just let him talk shit. Then when he got someone that's talking sense on, he mutes him. Like, wow, what's your agenda? What are you up to?
Yeah, well, they jumped on that John Fleming Finger.
Yeah.
Jumped on, one of the biggest things,
and
that was London that day.
Yeah. And they got Eddie there. Oh, yeah, I've come to support Tracy. And then he went on a 10-minute rant about the King's Flag fucking fraud shit. I thought, who did he come for, Eddie? Who did he come for? Yourself? Or John? Because you didn't come for fucking Tracy. You barely fucking,
I know.
Mate, it makes me mad, mate. You know what I mean? That's Tracy being used for personal gain to that.
Because, you know why?
Yeah.
Because she's too nice, man.
This is it, mate. They target the nice ones. They target the ones where they think they can get away with it.
Because they're fucking they're an easy target.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
This is it, mate. But to be fair, even like Tim Scott, you know what I mean? He's not a pushover, but they attacked him and no one really heard of it. It's one of them people just go, because it's one of them. You've got it built in you to just take attack anyway. You've been called a racist for fuck knows how long. You've been called all these names, so it's just another thing. You just think, it's just attack. So I can understand why they're staying quiet. They think, I'm used to it. I'm not arsed. It's just more shit. They'll be calling something else next week or whatever. I can understand it, but then when you're seeing other people getting attacked, you should be putting your heads together and going, right, this is happening to that person. Let's talk about the facts around how did it come and this, that, and the third. I've done that with each with each fucking person, with each case. And it's just them in the middle, smack bang in the middle every time.
Why do you think they haven't been near Vinny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he would fucking call them out instantly. Wouldn't he?
Well, even that, they tried causing shit that way, didn't they? They put a post up of me, Andy and Jesus between them. I put a post up of me. It was an Antifa post. I think the guy supposed to have had his hand in that Anne Soubry's bag or something like that. And then there was a picture took of him. And he's put head in above it.
No, that geezer was talking to her security guard.
Yeah.
And he kind of it looked like he passed him something.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If you watch the video, it looks like he handed him something, but sneakily. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he looked like that. He kind of looked like he knew him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a bit fucking strange, man.
Yeah.
It really was.
That's it. But he was trying to make out it was me, mate. He's put all text. I've put it on my Facebook there. You have to have a look or whatever. He's trying to make out me, but you can see on the comments people are going, "Well, that's not you. I've met you. That's not you. What's he on about?" So he's proper fucked himself up. Anyway, it's like, why would you lie?
He was saying that the geezer in the hat was you.
That was me. That was me, apparently. But everyone was commenting straight away, like, that's not you. What's he on about? Why is he saying that?
No way.
Rather than like think, oh, I fucked up here, delete it or something. Nope, still up there now, mate. This is how stupid he is.
Yeah, and why would you delete your videos?
Yeah. Well, yeah, delete videos, but I've already pre-recorded them.
Yeah, that's shady in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. If you've made something, own it, it's yours. Everyone's seen it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyone who's not seen it, someone will record it and put it back out. No point deleting it. You've done it now. It's done.
Yeah.
This is why when you stick to the truth and you stick to the facts, no one's ever going to wobble you off it, and you're not going to make yourself look a twat because you've not lied. You've stuck to the truth and the facts.
Yeah.
But this is it. This is why none of them will face me, mate. I swear. None of them will face me.
People always trip up when they tell lies.
Yeah.
You've got to be, to tell lies, you've got to be clever.
Yeah. And Andy's far from that. He's fucking brain dead.
Because he keeps slipping up.
Yeah. He contradicts himself about 10 times on a daily basis. I just say, because I know securely we've got him convicted. That's it. People are going into custody if they turn up. Because I know that in my head, I can just sit back now and just think, right, well, all I'm going to do from here on is just take the piss. I'm just going to take the piss. I'm just going to rip his little videos apart and show all the little contradictions on himself just to wind him up more than anything. Just to wind him up and show his idiot followers how stupid they are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're getting flustered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's when that's why the police do it, you see. When they interrogate you.
Yeah.
They use tactics exactly the same. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They will make you.
Yeah.
They will ask you the same question, but in 10 different ways.
This is it.
Do you know what I mean? So then they know that you will slip up, because if it's a lie, you won't know how to answer the question differently 10 different times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're telling the truth, then it's the truth.
Yeah.
Do you know? It's weird, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done it myself. You know, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You've done it yourself, haven't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try and lie to them, and they fucking know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you think, I'm just gonna tell the truth in future, and then I know then myself that I'm not lying. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. You're never gonna slip up. You're never gonna be made a cunt in a room full of people or anything because you've never lied. You stick to the truth. It is what it is. Oh man, it's unreal. It's unreal. But it'd be good to get a few people. I know a few people that have been victimised. I think John's probably in bed by now or something. I don't know, but because it's one of them. Everyone knows John, and once you realise these people have attacked John and Gary and stuff like that, it's obvious. It's obvious. You know what I mean?
I know.
I know.
I want to try and find out why.
Yeah.
John's name got brought up.
To begin with,
It must have been because his name must have got brought up. For that. Jesus guy, to start talking, shit about him.
Anyone with a following, mate. Anyone with a following or a use seems to be a victim. Yeah. So, John, definitely getting targeted because he's got a massive following. If you can divide that following and take half of it, you're buzzing, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you got to look at what their end game is, and if they're getting everyone who's following him to just send them a $5, them $5 soon add up fast, mate. You heard Danny talking about figures before or whatever.
I know, I know.
It gets astronomical money for things like
it does.
People just think, people are only donating £1 or a $5 or they're 10 or whatever.
It's 30,000 people they'll give them that.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? And these people are targeting anything and everything. They targeted, they tried... After I fucked him up on Tracy's thing, because I've told everyone now, I've told all the causes of just anyone and everyone who's in a position where they can look out for it and put a stop to it. You know what I mean? It's been sent down the line. Yeah. And I got told who's going to the, what's it called, the Melanie Shaw thing, they was going to target that next. So I told all the people that was running that as well. I thought, you won't get anywhere, you're not going to get anywhere in this country either way. But, do you know what I mean? It's time to peddle it off somewhere else now. We're not interested. take your little King's flag and fuck off with it, because it's not going to end well.
No.
If they come and do the little day on the 28th, that's it. Done. All of it's done. Bam, done.
Yeah.
That's it. It's in the bag, without a doubt.
There's no way there.
That's me just sat back laughing at him, waiting. No.
No way.
Andy will make any excuse. I think John will come. I really think John will come. John's mental. John's as mad as a bag of frogs. He's fucking off his tits. He won't be asked. He'll just think his magic flag will protect him. It hasn't done in the past, but he's deluded, mate. Have you heard him on videos? Oh my God, he don't even sound normal. He sounds like he's got out of a fucking loony bin or something.
He does sound. You know what? He sounds like he's a bit pissed every time he's on video.
Yeah, it's like he's done loads of drugs in his younger days.
Yeah.
And he's stuck on stupid or something, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate, but he's not the King of England and all that.
No way.
No good.
No
Constitution, and him as your consolation prize instead of the Queen. Fucking hell. I don't know which is worse, to be honest.
I know, yeah. I know. I'd rather have the fucking Queen.
Yeah, and that's saying something, innit?
It is saying something, yeah.
It's one of these things, mate, but in the groups and all that, people have just got to start talking about these things now. It's like it's a little secret, like some pedo shit. Oh, it's our little secret or some shit. It's like, all that's happened is you've been attacked.
Don't say that.
If you got attacked in the fucking street, you wouldn't have no qualms about whatever. But because they've done it on Facebook, you can't retaliate. You can't answer back for yourself. Of course you can. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. Yeah.
Staying silent serves who? That's where I see it. Serves them only and no one else.
Would they say it to your face?
That's it. Do
you know what I mean?
That's it, mate.
These people think they're brave, don't they?
Yeah,
behind that computer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? People think they're brave, texting.
Yeah.
They do. They always have. They never ever. They would never ever say the shit that they say. Yeah. To your face.
That's it. Every single person who's talked shit or said anything, I've said to him, ring me.
I know.
If you don't want or whatever, we'll come meet up somewhere or whatever.
I know,
No problems. Let's just sort it out or whatever. And that's it. They never want any contact with you whatsoever. And you think, you little shitbag, but you'll carry on talking shit though. Do you know what I mean? Because people send me the screenshots and you think, you little coward. You won't say this to my face when I see you. I know you won't.
I know, but people who talk shit, start believing their own shit.
Yeah, honestly, it's mad.
They do.
It's mad.
They start believing in themselves. But you know what they have to do? Yeah, they have to say it. Yeah, so many times. That they actually do believe it themselves.
Yeah, they do, mate.
Or of course they do. Or they won't be able to convince anybody else. Yeah, if they don't believe it themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it, mate.
And he thinks that Andy said something tonight, speaking to Dave, and he said that that's their truth.
Yeah.
You know, as in that's what they think is the truth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's this Dave Witcher? Isn't that what we all think?
Who's this Dave Witcher?
Yeah, Andy was on his thing tonight.
Was he? Oh,
he was, yeah.
No surprise, old mate. I mean, look what Witcher did when Graham went. He was attacking me left, right, and centre for months. Or I was a cunt, whatever, and all this. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then he did. That is Dave all over. Look at that video I put out when he was trying to rip me, and then he was doing a live feed and he was going on about Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson is a hate preacher, and so is Jada Franson, and the Quran's just a book. It's just a book. You're all getting excited over nothing. The Bible's much worse. The St. James Bible or something. And then someone pipes in the comments saying, well, that's the old Bible. You know, we've got a new one.
Do you know when the New Testament came out?
No.
1250.
And they're still going on about it.
1250, mate. That's when the New Testament came out.
Yeah.
I'm sure it did. I don't quote
I could
me
be
on
wrong,
it,
but I'm
I
sure
am
we're the
positive.
only people that have had a new book. No one else has changed theirs.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. No.
It's
Yeah,
mental.
but I actually read. Yeah, I actually read the Old Testament. Yeah, you know, the old Bible.
Some sick shit in it, isn't there?
And you know what? It actually sounds
Just
like
bad.
the Quran.
Yeah, yeah.
It is. It is the Quran.
If you look at any of them religious books, to me, you should only take a little bit from it. It's just to keep you morally correct. Don't go killing your neighbour. Don't go stealing. Don't go. It's just morals, isn't it? If you need a book to teach you morals, I think you're a bit weak, personally.
You're a bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
you
should know that in your own head.
But if it helps to keep you on the straight and narrow and stop fucking killing your neighbours and doing any whatever, you know what I mean? Fine, yeah, lean on your book, whatever. But if that book starts telling you to go and murder kids and it's fine to rape kids and all that, sorry, but that book needs burning. You need your head.
It does, it needs getting rid of. Yeah, because you shouldn't be. Because if that book was written now, it would be banned.
Well, you read that book in the street and see what happens. Chances are you'll get locked up because the words that they're saying in that mosque is hate preaching. Do you know what I mean? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
67% of the Quran is hate against us, so.
I know.
Don't say
I know.
much,
That's why there's an interview that Tommy had.
Yeah.
And the geezer tried being clever.
Yeah.
And he said to Tommy, right, blah blah blah. Let's read this. Yeah. And he read the things out of the old Bible. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that one. That one. Yeah.
And honestly, I think it was the Quran.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
was a good trick question because if Tommy were on the ball, he would have said, "Oh, it's out of the Quran."
Yeah.
But, yeah. This is it. The sneaky.
Of course they are. They have to be, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if it was on the other foot, and it was the churches, and there was 29 people convicted out of one church for raping kids, they would be looking into it, but they're not going to, are they? They're not going to.
Yeah. There's a comment on here saying religion was created to keep. Oh, where's it gone? To keep control of the masses.
Yeah.
And it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something had to be done, you know, to calm people down and give them faith.
Yeah, cool.
Do you know what I mean? Because some people do need faith because they're scared of dying.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Sometimes it's things that's happened in their life and it probably helps them for certain things and whatnot, but it's to me, you can do what you want. You can do what you want. You can believe in whatever you want, as long as you're not hurting or harming anyone else.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
then you're a nice person.
Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? People believe in fucking all sorts of shit, don't they? It's as long as you're not hurting no one, and you're not affecting no one else, fine. But it's mental.
Yeah, Vicky's put. You need to know your shit.
Yeah, that's it. When you
talk
for people
to trust what you say.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's right, man. You do. You need to know, exactly, what you're talking about. Because if you don't, that's why I said before, that people of all these people, have all woke up at different stages.
Yeah.
So people that have only just woke up, they think they're racist.
Yeah.
They do. You think you're racist, because of
told
everything that's going on.
You're getting told continuously you are, so you're going to believe you are eventually.
You're going to believe it, of course you are, and then as soon as you learn, exactly what is actually going on, then you know you're not racist, because it's not about why would it be about the colour of somebody's fucking skin?
That's all I say to someone. Go and stand outside a mosque on a Friday, see how many colours you see coming in and out of there, and then tell me it's a race issue. It's far from it.
I know. It is far from it. Nothing to do with fucking colour.
No.
You know what I mean? The person could be fucking purple. Yeah. And if he's got hold of a book that's telling you to fucking kill somebody, right? Then it's the book that's wrong. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. I mean, to me, we should be using the tools we've got around us more, like that. Mufassal Islam or whatever. He's gone around preaching Islam and fucking sharing it all around the fucking world and everything. But now he's realised it is promoting all these kids getting raped and bombs going off and all this terrorism shit. Do you know what I mean? He's realised it is that, and now he's on our side. He's trying to tell people it is this, it is that. I should know I'm one of the top imams, but now it's one of them. He's a racist now, isn't he? He's a racist. He's a paid government official. You name it. Same with Mo Fayez. He's been called every name under the sun. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
We both know him. We both know he's not any of the things people say, but he gets a bad rep.
But you see, because he's a threat to their book. They have to make him look like he's stupid.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
They tried making out he's not Muslim, he's black. All sorts, you name it, they've said it.
They have to do that.
Yeah, of course. He
course
has loads of people attacking Mo. I try and help him out from time to time, but
I know. He's a nice guy, man.
He gives them energy sometimes. There's some you just think they're just using it. They've got nothing else to do. Their lives, just leave them to it. Let them burn out.
I know. Yeah. But you think they'd be listening though to these people? Yeah. Because they have studied. Yeah. They've studied it. Yeah. They've lived it. In fact. Yeah. So why aren't they listening? Yeah. To these people who have lived that life.
This is it.
Do you know what I mean?
This is it. I mean, I've noticed that if Mo asks a question to an official or a police or whatever, he'll get an answer straight away, no problem. Me and you ask, just whatever, and try and fob you off. To me, we should be utilising people like that and pushing them to the front and going, right, all right, you don't want to listen to us. These have got something to say and these want some answers or whatever. There's so many things we can be doing different, but because we're all so divided and trying to do all these different ideas and shit at once, we can't get any unit going.
I know, because people. I keep coming back to fucking people waking up at different stages. You see.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
They just wake up angry, don't
they? Well, you do. Yeah. I did. When the first time I woke up. Yeah. I was so annoyed. Yeah. Then I was scared. Yeah. Then I was annoyed again. That somebody had woke me up. Do you know what I mean? Right. And I thought, what the fuck has somebody woke me up for, man? Into all this shit. Do you know what I mean? And then I was like at peace with it. It was weird, man, and that's what everybody's going through. Do you know what I mean? So you know the people who have just woke up, and you know the people who have been awake for years. Do you know what I mean? You know who them people are straight away because of what they're saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why Tommy is as clear as day.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you know what I mean? He's totally clear, man.
People that was hating him and all that time ago, whatever, are now seeing it from another side. And even if they still think, well, he approaches it wrong or whatever, you get people still moaning. You know, the way he does it. Well, he turns up to people's houses. They don't care that they've turned up to his house or they've been pursuing his missus or all like that. They're just full of complaints. But at the end of the day, they can't knock him on his facts. Everything he's telling you, he's factually, it's there, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can research all these things yourself, it's there. All he's doing, he's got a voice and he's pointing at it. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, even when people, like the guy who tried chopping the head off Lee Rigby. Yeah. He stood there in the street, and told why he was doing it.
He handed the woman a list, didn't he? He handed a woman a list. I think it had 50 things wrote on it. Why Allah had made him do it. Where did that list go? Why was that list not published and put all over the newspapers to show you why he did it?
Because they'd be an uprising.
Exactly. This is the thing, mate. These people are not put in place to do what they're supposed to be doing. Do you know what I mean? Theresa May's job is not. Theresa May's job or whatever is not. Part of her job description is not causing mayhem and fucking civil disobedience and all that. If they start telling the truth and going, right, all right, we've worked it out, and yeah, they are actually commanding them by book or whatever to do all this shit, it'd change it. It'd be an absolute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Riots, you name it, whatever. It turns to shit overnight, but at the end of the day,
overnight.
It's going to turn to that bit by bit because people are waking up and still being lied to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, why do you think they only cover the story? For a couple of days.
Well, yeah, that's it. But you go and look at that. What's her name now? That fucking Joe Cox. How many times have they brought that up, mate? Jesus Christ, I'm sick of hearing it. Okay, great. Some right wing maniac did whatever. Do you know what I mean?
But do you know why he done that?
No.
Because she was converting to Muslim.
Was she?
She was.
This is it, mate. There's always a reason for it. No one just does anything
there's
like
always
that
a reason,
for
and the truth, yeah. Because they don't like telling the truth. The truth doesn't come out, you see, about exactly why he done that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it. It's mental, but to me, we've got so many things there which we can identify. We can identify the things that they've done wrong and the things that they've covered up. We should be all uniting what we've got to push them things and go, right, Rochdale needs justice, Rotherham needs justice, whatever. No point pushing shit old things where it's not going to get nowhere. The people have withdrawn the complaints, whatever. You know, that shit Andy's pushing. You know what I mean? The people have took the complaint back, admitted, we was made to coach, we was made to coach it and all that, and whatever. And that idiot's still pushing it. It's like, wow, people ought to get on with their lives. And if you want to save kids, we've got loads of causes for you to come forward. Do you know what I mean? There's 100 fucking paedophile groups up and down the UK to catch the bastards. Do something productive. But I know. This is it, mate. We're stuck with dickheads just leeching things off good-hearted people. That's what pisses me off.
I know. But they'll always be targeted.
They will, mate. It's like whack-a-mole, honestly. Ask Gary how frequent it is. There's always somebody trying something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's
you only have to scratch beneath the surface and that's it. When they start backing away and they don't want to answer questions, you've got to.
Yeah, there's a guy, who talks, about games. Because of all the kids watching these gaming things. Yeah. He's got 80 million subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah, right. And because he has started talking about freedom of speech, and he started talking about right wing things. The media now are targeting him.
Yeah, that's it.
Because he's got such a big following, they're scared to death. And it's well, it's not kids. It's just young people.
It's young
that they're worried about.
You're teaching them that. There's other sides to what you're hearing, or whatever.
There is, of course, there is. There's always because the left, will only tell you that there is one side.
Yeah, of course, they're indoctrinating the kids from.
Of course, they are. They have to do that. You see, because that makes it easier in the future. When them kids that they've taught that there's only one side to the story. And there's not another side to the story, and you have to listen to both sides of the story and then decide for yourself what is the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Common sense, logic and reason based around the facts that you can get out and your evidence that you can get out.
But they've took that out, common sense. They've took it all out now. Do you know what I mean? They've stopped fucking kids from having common sense. Do you know what I mean?
I swear, mate. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember. I used to run a YouTube thing. One Islam out of UK joined me or whatever. There's like 5,000 subscribers. It's only been going for about 10 months or something. And one of the people on there, he admitted after about 8 months, he went, "I'm only 15." I said, "Well, you shouldn't be on the internet, really, should you? Do you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, you got to kick him out of the group and all that." And I said, "Well, what's he actually done? Do you know what I mean? Is he giving anyone shit or anything? Is he, you know what I mean? He's not acting like a kid. No one's guessed it for 10 months, so why have we got to kick him out all of a sudden?"
Yeah.
And he was going on saying...
all he's done is lied about his age.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
At the end of the day, if he's learning and he's taking in facts, it's... Do you know what I mean? It's one of them things. No one was saying anything bad about. Do you know what I mean? It's literally just... That's all I do. I'll stick to the facts of the matter, because then you can't get messed with. Even if you've got police at your door, you know yourself how many times I've had police round. I just laugh at them and just go, "Well, go on then, show me where's the racist element." And then when you fail on that, show me where's the religious element. And then when you fail off that, fuck off out my house. Do you know what I mean? Go away. But since I joined Lawful Rebellion, mate, never seen him again. I talked to him through it, shown him, read this is what it is. This is what it's about. Next time you come to my house, this is what'll happen. You'll be on whatever, you'll be on YouTube, and I'll take it further. That's it. I've never seen him round at my house ever again since, and that was fucking ages ago now. It does work, mate. It does work.
It does. Of course it does.
It's just one of them things. People have got to get on it. Once we're all on the same page, the police are knackered, because what they're going to do, all you're around with is acts and statutes. We're not interested. We're not interested in your acts and statutes, so... Now what do you want to talk about? There's nothing there for. There's nothing there for him. That's it. You've got no offences. You've got nothing. You stood there acting statutes. We're not interested in. There's more of us than there is of you. That's it. Go away. We're not interested.
That's why they turn. Yeah. That's why there's two different police.
Yeah. That's it.
There's a police officer.
Yeah.
And a police constable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the police constable, is the no harm, no loss, no injury.
Yeah.
And the police officer is acts and statutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they'll try and get in the constables to do the officers' work for him, which they keep trying on a regular thing. But if you've got someone on the bar, they go, you know, you on your oath today, you constable, blah, blah. And that's it. And all of a sudden, you're on the back foot. And that's it.
Yeah.
From there on, you can just literally turn your back and just walk away from them. That's it. Just turn your back and walk away from them. Forget them. They're not important. They're not important. You haven't committed a crime. Why would you even bother talking to him, giving him the details, whatever? You haven't committed no crime.
Yeah.
What? People are mad.
People on here keep saying that they keep getting kicked off.
Kicked off?
Yeah, kicked off here.
You know what? I never watch the comments, mate. It puts me off.
Does it? I'm sat in front of my computer, you see, on my phone.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm reading the comments.
Yeah.
And somebody just keeps getting kicked off all the time, man.
Bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it works. It's one of them. I don't even do live feeds. It's literally that little bastard as come forward, show your face and all that. And I thought, why are my pictures on my profile, you dick, or whatever. That's why I threw that picture of me and Eddie up. I thought, Eddie's going on like, oh yeah, then that Rick guy or whatever, like he's, you know what I mean, like I'm MI5. And then thought, I'll send him a picture of me and him together. His head will fall off, the little dick.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things, mate. Do you know what I mean? These people are on limited time. If they do come, they fucked. If they don't, they've shown what they're about anyway, or whatever. Either way, it's very limited time. But people now need to see what's gone on and remember that the Dragons was telling the truth to begin with. When it all comes down, and you know what I mean, you'll see who's vindicated and who's full of shit.
Yeah.
But people have got to remember, next time the Dragons ring the alarm bell, just have a look. Not saying believe it, not saying take it as gospel. Fucking have a look. Have a look, do some research, look what we're putting out, and make mind up for your own, for yourself, innit?
Yeah. But do you know why everybody's not fully behind the Dragons?
Go on.
Because common law is that confusing.
It is. I mean,
people's heads go to bits, man.
Well, Gary and Nathan are supposed to be doing a bit of, trying to teach people, go over things and show them what's the main things in it, like lawful rebellion, one form, visit to the post office, that's it. Please not come to bother you again. Just one thing at a time. If you can just take in one thing and that's it. Yeah. Once you've got it and you're in it and whatever, teach other people and go, look, it's only a form, you know what I mean? It's not cost you out. A form, trip to the post office, bam, you've got your little thing to stick to it. That's it. You're in lawful rebellion from there on. That's it. That's your duty to do everything that we're doing. All these yellow vesters and that are doing whatever. They're not protected. They're not protected. If the police grip them, that's it. You're back to Acts and statutes. If you want to stay in Acts and statutes and keep getting butt fucked, then carry on. But if you don't want to and you want to just, you know what I mean? If you're not committing loss, harm or injury and you're in lawful rebellion, they can't act against you. It is that simple. There's no middle thing or no...
Adele has just said, is Sean still following him? Yeah, Sean's still a dragon, isn't he?
Sean Morris?
Yeah.
No. He's not he's not been a dragon for ages, him.
Why?
I don't know. He went his own way. I think he said he was going independent. He left about 5 times before he left. I don't know.
He did, yeah. He kept going and coming, didn't he? Going and coming.
Yeah. I weren't happy with him when he stood there and let Tracy get fucking that guy in his face. In London. He was a fairly big guy as well, and he's right in her face, giving her proper shit. Giving her abuse and everything, and Sean just stood there with his life feed, just carrying on like nothing was happening. I thought he was going to do this and do that, and you've got hands of steel and all this. He tells everyone he's a natural born killer and all this. It's like, you're gonna stand there and let Tracy get fucking abused? Are you mad? What are you doing?
Yeah. I know.
But, no, I've never really been a big fan of Sean's, to be honest, mate. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. It's just one of them things. Can't put your finger on, but nothing good. Nothing good. You just think, well, there's times you could have done whatever and you didn't. You just stood there. It's like the Carn event. He sat at the back of the event till it all blown over and it was all like going out. And then he's like made his way down. It's like, nah, too little too late, Sean. Too little too late, mate. And then he was trying to proper stick to Gary afterwards. Oh, Gary, brother, and all that. It's little backstabber in, mate. I don't know. I don't suffer fools. I just think,
yeah.
I can't be asking people like that, mate.
Yeah, you've got to be all in.
Yeah,
nothing at all.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
you do.
To me, it's mad. Like anyone like that, it's one of them. It's to me, it's like Sean has learned all of his crap. All of his strange little tactics and whatever off, like Dave fucking Dave Witcher. It's like he's used him as his, to model off or whatever. It's not something I would have tried to copy personally, but it's what it is, isn't it?
Dave seems alright, yeah. Dave is a bit like...
I used to think he was, and then when he come out with all that Tommy Robinson shit, I
know, yeah, but you don't have to... You don't agree with...
No, fair enough.
On everything, though, do you? You know what I mean? He's the same kind of person.
Yeah.
He acts like Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
I love Nigel Farage.
Yeah.
And then I hate the fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he kind of like says everything correct.
Yeah.
And then says something really fucking stupid.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Even that on that live feed that day or whatever, I didn't have anything bad against Dave, and he was getting murdered on comments. He was literally taking the piss, going, "Fuck off, Dave! What the fuck are you on about? Islam's whatever and whatever is just a book." He was literally murdering him on comments. So I just said, Dave, if you've not read it, then you don't know or whatever. I said, I've got a free copy there. I've got 2, one with Tommy's signature, one without. I said, considering you don't like Tommy and he's a hate preacher, you can have the one without. Just like a little joke or whatever. I don't want your book of hate and all that on the messages. I thought, I've just offered you a free book, man. What's your problem? What you being arsey with me for? And it's just gone from there then. He's hated me since, and I thought, I didn't start that. There's about 5 people ripping the piss out of you, and I tried saving you, but you started attacking me. I thought, whatever, mate, do what you're going to do.
Abby says, I've no idea where to start
with
probably the common law. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they've made it like that, you see, so people don't understand it.
Yeah.
Why would they want everybody knowing what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the dragons. Yeah. I'm talking about Parliament and all them.
Yeah.
Because that's who's made the common law.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was the kings and queens years ago that made this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And years and years ago, they spoke a totally different language.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think common law, is it's simple when you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
At first, it goes over your head a bit, and you sort of feel
lost.
lost.
It does.
It's like learning anything first time, you're going to be a bit lost, but eventually,
Have you
you
read Tommy's book?
What's that, mate?
Have you read Tommy's book?
I've read a bit of it, and then I just not had time, to be honest.
No, because it's confusing as fuck.
Yeah.
Even though he's tried to put it in an order.
Yeah.
He thinks that people will know. Yeah. It's still confusing.
Yeah.
You've got to be really awake to actually know what that is going on about.
Think how hard it was before that book, though.
Hey?
Think how hard it was before that book, though. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
When it was just in Arabic. No wonder no one's getting onto it.
Well, why do you think? That they've got a few different books.
Yeah. That's it.
That confuses things even more. Yeah. And then they've got jihad.
Yeah.
And the Quran. Yeah. And everything else, it's all there to confuse you, so only a certain amount of people will know what is going on. Do you know what I mean? If it was written in so kids could understand it, everybody would know about it.
Yeah. How many times have we read passages out to Muslims and they go, that's not in there?
I know, yeah. I know.
Do you know what I mean? They won't have it. It's one of them. They've only been taught what that imam, whatever that imam's like at that mosque, whether he's a bomber or he's not a bomber, whatever he's teaching is all they're going to know. They don't know any other. They don't know how to read it. You ask any Muslim, do they know how to read it? Do they know how to read Arabic? They don't.
No.
It's very rare. It's very hard to understand. Do you know what I mean? So even translating it, if you know what you're on about or whatever, it's very hard or whatever. So.
Yeah.
For these British-born Muslims, it's not.
Jay said, Dave just wants to love everybody, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not possible.
It is a nice thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would want to love. I want to love everybody as well, but it's in the real world. Yeah. It's impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he's put. It just wears a bit thin. Do you know what I mean?
The problem is with Dave, he sort of he's a bit. I don't know.
He's not saying that he's a bad man, but that he sits on the fence, and that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
He does. These people, sit on the fence.
I don't like people that sit on the fence.
When they shouldn't.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Tommy, that's why Tommy gets crucified, because he doesn't sit on the fence.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes beyond it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, mate. Exactly. This is the problem. People don't speak up, and when they don't speak up, everyone's just
because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and the only ones that do get speak up is attacking it, and you think, well, if half the people stuck up and said, well, I think he's right, or whatever, or I think whatever, all of a sudden it's a mixed variety. So then you've got choice to speak, but when you just got people attacking and going, you're just a racist, you're just this, you're just that. It's like none of you are this. You know, none of us are disproving his facts. You're just calling him racist. That's not really. It's not productive to anything, is it?
Yeah, yeah. Because people, right? Jay has put there. It's not all Muslims.
No,
yeah?
it's not.
It isn't. Nah, it isn't all Muslims.
No.
Yeah, it is not all Muslims. We're not talking
Can all
about
black
Muslims.
people jump? Do you know what I mean? Not all of anybody do anything.
No.
Forget
the Muslims. Yeah. Forget that word totally. Yeah. It's Islam.
Yeah.
That's all that this is about.
Ideology.
Yeah?
You can't.
That's all it's about. Yeah.
You can't make someone like
Islam.
an ideology if they don't want it.
Yeah.
And if it's 67% against them personally, then yeah, you're gonna feel a bit attacked. And why would you like it? Why would you want to follow it? Why do you want more influence of it in your country? You wouldn't.
Yeah. Just think of it as a person.
Yeah.
Called Mr. Islam.
Yeah.
And he is telling people.
Yeah.
A load of lies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is it. You know what I mean? But when you speak to people like that and you think, how can people get you so wrong and think you this, that and the third? But it's the media again, isn't it? They're making them out. Anybody who speaks out, that's it. You're just a Nazi. Just get over it. You're a Nazi. Go away. You know what I mean? And it works. It works. But then when it's to someone like Mo or... You know what I mean? Whatever, it's like, ooh, now it doesn't really work. That's what I mean. I think Mo should be given a lot more airtime than he is presently at this moment in time. Do you know what I mean? It's no one can say no to Mo. You can't stand there and call him a racist like you can call a Tommy a racist. He's just gonna laugh at you and go, "How? Prove it. Show me how racist you feel." Yeah,
that's. Did you watch that video of Britain First in Worcester?
I don't think
when
so,
the council fella came up, he went up to Paul Golding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said to him, "We don't want racists in Worcester." Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So then Paul said, "Tell you what, let's get one of our activists." Yeah.
Yeah.
And then John come over. Yeah. And he looked at John, yeah, and because John is black, yeah, he couldn't call John a racist, yeah.
You're stuck now, aren't you?
he was actually, he didn't know what to say. Do you know what I mean? So then he tried then to humiliate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because he couldn't win by calling a white person a racist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is it, mate. This is why I was kind of buzzing when that Jesus turned up. I thought, I know it's people will go, oh, it's racist. I don't give a fuck. I just thought, I'm not bothered. It's another brown face, and exactly what you said is bang on. You know what I mean? You can't throw that. So all of a sudden, once you've got more brown faces in your crowd and yellow faces and everything in between, which there has been on different groups now. To be fair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not only Muslims, which is strange, but
yeah. That's why now, in America, all the black people, who used to vote Democrats, are all now turning away from them, because the Democrats have done absolutely nothing but take their vote. That's all they're interested in. The Democrats in America are actually the racist ones.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because they're not listening to the people, who've given the vote, to put them in where they are.
And they live in the whitest areas.
Of course they do.
This is the thing.
You know what I mean?
It's the same all around, isn't it? Wherever you look.
And now, I know. And now all the black people now in America, are all starting to wake up, and realising, that it's not that white person called Donald Trump that's the racist. It's actually the people who they've been voting for who are the racists. Do you know what I mean? So they're like thinking, fucking hell, man, we can not forget voting for these idiots who think who are the racist ones. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it, mate.
It's been drummed into them, you see, from an early age that white people are racist.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And that was drummed into people when I was growing up.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Of course.
You're racist because you don't like these people. You're racist because you don't like that person. Do you know what I mean?
They made out everything in school like, oh, white people are the worst for doing all the slavery stuff. Who started the slavery stuff? It was the Muslims, the Ottoman Empire. The first
slavery. Who do you think we bought the fucking the slaves off?
Exactly. And I always pull that one, me. When you're moaning about being a slave, I'm not being funny, but you was worth double the value white ones was, so do you know what I mean?
I know. Well, there was more, there was more white slaves than black slaves. Yeah. Right. Who started the thing off to get slavery done away with?
Yeah, white people.
It was the white people because they felt that that shouldn't be happening. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that has been took out of all the history books. That. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it, mate.
The guy, somebody's put there, Trump has done more than for black people than Obama. Obama, what has been the worst president that America has ever had. He made a mockery of being a president.
Yeah, of course.
They gave him 8 years, and he did absolutely nothing but create all this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what was it? Something like 100,000 bombs he dropped in his 8 years or whatever. Most of them on Muslim countries. Donald Trump's the one who hates the Muslims. You know what I mean? The travel ban, which everyone says, oh, it's a Muslim ban. The travel ban, which it was when it was Obama that put it out. It was Obama's list. But Trump's a racist and he's this and he's that. Makes you laugh. It's like, where are you getting your facts from?
I know.
The mental, mate. The mental.
Yeah.
I don't even... All I can blame is the media. That's all, the only person where you can think, well, you're the only people at fault because no one else is teaching anyone this shit.
No. They're not.
We are where we are. Things are changing.
Yeah.
I mean, this scam now, this whatever, this shitstorm that these have caused or whatever because they didn't just go away, it's opened new doors. There's loads of people talking from, I'm not going to say left and right, but there's just more people, there's doors open that weren't open before. Do you know what I mean? People are talking from different sides of the things now. I mean, just look at that, Danny alone. You know what I mean? We've been told, oh, these are this, these are that. They're all eating babies at McDonald's and whatever at dinner time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The shit they come out with, and then you speak to him and you think, no, he's a decent guy. 10 times better guy than you little dick. What are you on about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's people just need to ask questions, talk to people. Don't go up. It's like these demos and they just stand there shouting at each other and all that. You've seen it when we do it and we just go over and fuck that. We're not going to stand there shouting at you. We're going to start talking to you and asking you things. And all of a sudden you see him crumbling like, oh, I didn't know he was just like this. And it is what it is. We've all been played off each other. We're all supposed to hate each other so they can carry on being in power. When we all just put our differences aside for one single issue, that's it. That's people power.
Yeah. Jay says, Rick, I'm late to this chat. Can I ask who you are chatting with, please? No, you can't.
Up to you, mate.
Somebody's put Joel, I think.
Yeah. It is
what
I
don't know his last name.
It's one of them, mate. You know what I mean?
Somebody's put my name up as well. I'm going to get targeted now.
It's one of them, mate. We're targeted every day. We're targeted every day, man. We're bulletproof to it now.
I know, yeah. I don't give a fuck. I'm used to it, man.
It's madness, mate. It's crazy. I mean,
I know.
Soon as all this comes out, everyone's just going to go, oh, we was wrong. No, all the ones that are still chatting shit now. But that's it. Don't let them come swimming back to the groups. That ship's going down. When it starts coming down, they're going to start swimming away. We need to have people there, throw rocks at them to push them back in.
I know, yeah, but no, because we can't, because some people are easily led.
Yeah, but do you want them in the group?
Some people like to be led.
Yeah.
Don't they?
But
you know what I mean?
Do you want people like that in your group, though? That's where I see
I know,
it.
yeah, but them people have, all that's happened to them is that they've been suckered in.
Yeah.
And it's easily done. Do you know what I mean?
No, it is.
A smooth mouth, a smooth tongue, can do wonders.
It's the amount of things that he's been doing as well, like seven live feeds in a day. Sorry, mate, that's brainwashing. You know what I mean?
I know.
Imagine if John was doing 7 a day, going, oh, I need money for this, need money for that, and everything. Every time he comes on. No,
I know.
Sorry, that's not right. That's bangers.
No. I'd kick off at him.
But you look at the group that are following him. I've looked through the profiles, mate. Most of these, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them look mentally unstable. If you look at that CM, I can't remember the second name. She's got CM and then some weird name. If you look at her, she's the most frantic. Seems like the most fucking. She's just mental or something. All the stuff she's coming out with and all that. I won't even tell you on here, but if you just research you can do it yourself. Just research what she's been up to in America or whatever. It makes you laugh, the fact that she's talking about putting anyone's kids in safety and all this, whatever. You should have thought of that a while back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You've got that. Adele has put smooth operators, smooth operator. Do you know what I mean? And you've got to.
He is.
He is, of course. These people are. Do you know what I mean? How do you think they get away with it? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
It is,
they do it. They've done it that often. Yeah. That they know exactly the routine. Yeah. It's a routine to them. Do you know what I mean?
It's a game. They know once they've caused that divide. Once anyone goes, oh, this is bullshit, this or whatever, they know full well they're going to catch maybe 20% of the people that think, oh, well, I'm going to follow it anyway. I've invested 2 months, 3 months. I've put some money in, so I'm going to keep following it. That's all you need, 20%, 10%, 20% of the idiots keep giving you money and pushing your bullshit, and that's it. It's worth carrying on. That's why I keep saying to people, speak up. It's not just letting it carry on. Speak up, crush the fraud, stop it in its tracks.
Yeah, if you think something's going on, open your gob.
Yeah, ask, and if you don't get no fucking answers, whatever, pull back, pull away from it, whatever. Keep asking questions. Ask people in the group questions and get them to answer.
Yeah, well, if you don't get the right answer, then you're asking the wrong people.
Yeah. If you're asking questions and you're getting angry responses, why are you asking questions and all that? It's not promoting any teaching going on in that group. Just believe, blindly follow, or the 2 choices is you're either confused or you paid opposition. That's some fucked up shit. And you've got people in their group going, oh, the Dragons, it's like a dictatorship or whatever. They're telling you to. Whose groups to go in and all that. It's like, no, we're just telling you straight, if you're in that and you're pushing that, we don't want you swimming our way when your boat sinks. That's it. And we've had people approaching me all sorts of crap. Oh, why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? And then you just look through the profile and you're like, you're not even a dragon. Why are you even on my profile? Why are you bothering responding to a dragon post? Do you know what I mean? You're not a dragon. You've got no dragon emblem. You've not shared anything for dragons in the last 6 months. Why are you even bothering?
Yeah.
But I'm still a patriot and this, that, and the third. It's like, right, but you're still pushing a scam. These people have targeted Tracy Blackwell and you're helping them. That's the end of the matter. If you want to keep helping them, you keep helping them, but we're going to put you on a fucking list, and that's it. You're blacklisted.
Yeah.
These people won't be going in no more groups. They won't. They might think they will, but they won't. If they do, it's only because you've sneaked away in through snide name changes and all that. But other than that, people are watching now. They're not letting them in.
These people, though, that are watching, that are following him. Yeah. What have they actually learnt from him?
Exactly.
Do you know what I
mean? For every week you spend watching dragon feeds, that's why the dragons know loads, because they've picked it up in 20-minute bite-sized chunks and the odd hour here and stuff like that. So it goes in drip by drip. Eventually you know what you're on about or whatever. But with them, they're not even teaching them a thing, are they? It's just John waffles on with himself. None of them know what he's on about. Andy just goes, yeah, John. And just, that's it. Anyone asks any questions, that's it. Andy gets angry.
Jay says, John has videos going back 7 years on YouTube.
Yeah, he will do.
So, I mean, of course he's fucking going to have, you know what I mean? Because he's been taking money off people then for 7 years. And what has he actually done in that 7 years? That's what you've got to ask yourself.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, even Ollie, okay, he's only been to one demo, he lives abroad, but at least he's been to one. Where's this fucking waste man been? He sat in Greece. We don't even know anything other than that. Is it Greece? We don't know. Well, we do from today. We've got his address.
Where's he?
We've got his address, so we do know today, but...
Where's this John live?
John, Thailand. He's not even allowed back in his country of origin, so that shows you what he's about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's
and I've seen his house.
Yeah.
So how did he afford? How did he afford to come over to England?
Yeah, exactly. I've got screenshots of him asking for money, £55 for this, £50 for that, all sorts of crap. They're always asking for money, begging for bus fare and all sorts. John's doing a GoFundMe for his carpet at the moment, I think. Have you seen his gaff, his mud up?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to start him a GoFundMe for his carpet. I felt sorry for him.
I know.
Poor cunt.
I know, I've seen it, man, and I was like, what the fucking hell is this, man, that I'm watching?
You see the people's reaction to him, the people around him. They don't want nothing to do with him, mate. They're treating him like he was a mental patient.
I know.
You just think, wow, if your own people aren't behind you, why are we giving a shit what you're saying? Do you know what I mean? You're talking absolute crap.
I know.
To me, that's all it grounds down to. They can't show you the full explanation of anything. They can't even explain the flag. And we can show you point blank their plan of doing whatever just removes your constitution. Is that what you want to do, yeah or no? If it's no, then what are you still there for? It's them
Adele
going,
said, Andy said he paid for his ticket.
Yeah.
So, and I heard that Andy bought his mum and dad's house.
Yeah.
Then have they died or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then he sold his mum and dad's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he must have bought his bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that money. Yeah. And then if he sold his bar, then he must have got money back. Yeah. So where has all his money gone? Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly,
I always look at around me, you know, around the situation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's where the facts are.
It is,
the facts aren't at that person, because he's not going to tell you the exact facts.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Because why would he? Yeah. It's just like these people, you know, these get rich fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rich quick scam, innit?
They always beat around the bush. Yeah.
Of course.
They never ever get right to the point and go, this is how you get the money. This is how you do it. This is, you know what I mean? They never do.
No.
They keep you straggling. Do you know what I mean? They keep you wanting more. Yeah. that is exactly what they do to you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They keep just dangling the carrot and hope that you're following it.
Yeah,
it's just one of them things.
because they don't want a short and sweet,
and soon as you
short and sweet money.
Yeah, exactly.
They want money for a long term.
As soon as you've put money into it, that's it. You've got a thing to kind of keep following it then. Do you know what I mean? Because you put money and effort into it. Sometimes it's not it. Do you know what, mate? To be fair, the amount of people I've spoke to after a scam, it's one of them. I've cleaned up the mess afterwards. You know what I mean, with Graham and all that shit. And the people you talk to and the shit you hear, and you think, oh, this is horrible. This is why I'm so adamant that no one's being scammed or whatever, not on our watch or whatever, because we cleaned up the mess afterwards, the fucking blood and the tears, and it's not nice. Do you know what I mean? I'm not cleaning up this pirate mess. I don't give a fuck. It's not to do with us. Not to do with us. Go and take your tears and your whatever elsewhere. Dragon's not interested. I'm not anyway.
Somebody's put Andy paid with the Bitcoin. So Andy's bought Bitcoins. Yeah. And it went wrong.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
There's that many things, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's even admitted putting money into it. So, I think it was 2 weeks he was denying it, and then he was saying he has, and then he's trying to like turn it into, well, because I've put money in, then other people should, I've put money in.